Hello and welcome everyone to episode 74 of the smobcast. So we just had a bit of a day yesterday where we got a buff, and then we had Ryou and we went over on Mist's tier list, and we did the Lancer class, and we had some interesting debate that our friend Plushy wants to relitigate. But we've also had like some stuff with there was like a new Olga quest, and now she's huge, like all of the other Nasu women. But yeah, hello guys, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, I'm doing all right.
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
Okay.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Well, oh,
I know,
shit.
such an exciting intro.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had something better planned.
Let's talk about Karna's buff right quick. Just get this out of the way right quick because it's a very simple buff. They took his second skill, which used to be the cringe mana burst.
Mana
Which
burst
was
flame.
30% buster, 20% NP damage. They changed it. Now it's 3 turns for both, and it also has a 3-turn quick buff. So this is basically just a normal, pretty modern skill. It's a very bland skill, but it's good for what he does because that means he's not as bursty, and he can double up on all of this stuff, which means he's even better at killing divine.
Very short cooldown as well.
Yeah.
So we can
What is it,
use
5?
it. 5, yeah.
And it's also the quick helps his NP gain a little bit. His quicks are decent, as I recall. So like, hey, his gains are a little bit better because of the quick. He crits better now, like because this isn't just like something that's gonna boost his NP. Now it's gonna boost most of his deck on top of his crit. So this is a pretty nice boost in his performance, I would say.
I think it's a fine buff, but my question is, why buff him again?
I agree. I mean, okay. To be honest, if you look at like the state, like how a servant is performing, like Karna, even after all the buffs, it's not like he's already top tier and then he absolutely didn't need a buff, right? Like I think realistically, he probably needed a buff more than some other candidate I had in mind. But like the thing is, sometimes if a servant is born worse, they should just accept it. And people try to fix you twice, you get fixed twice, that's it. You're done. You're done. Okay? Like you should let some other people have a choice. Like
sounds like
Jarcher.
we need another Emiya buff.
Like Jarcher, for example, like we just talked about how bad she was on the Archer tier list. Jarcher definitely should have gotten a buff. I mean, I don't think Summer Kiara is necessarily weak. I used her pretty importantly in the Olga fight, but like it's still like she hadn't gotten a buff, she could have gotten a buff. And of course, the annoying, I keep talking about Koyan Dark buff, but like I don't know. I just feel like other people should get a chance. Like you keep buffing Gear 1 servants. You also make Arjuna look like crap because people are gonna bring up Arjuna. Also make Lancer Artoria look like crap because another AoE Buster Lancer from like God. It's just a bad look overall. The hero of charity stealing buffs from other people. It's pretty ironic, to be honest. So not the biggest fan of the buff.
So it's not that it's a bad buff, it's just on a person you don't really care for it being on.
Yeah.
It's not a bad buff, but it's on a person who has gotten 2 buffs already and is not in the worst state ever.
He was usable before, that's true. So it's like, I don't know. I do prefer
think it's gonna get people to complain less about his skills because people hated that skill and they hated the other skill. Now he only has one skill that people hate.
Yeah, and Jarcher can continue to do 2 damage.
Yeah, they could have touched better, like servants that needed it more for sure.
I mean, I kind of see why, because there are so many banners going on right now. So they didn't actually do any rate ups for Audio Call 3. And it wouldn't make sense to buff a limited servant if they don't have a rate up for them. I suppose that's the logic. So what they ended up doing is they buffed the permanent, because the permanent is technically more accessible. People could just accidentally get them. It's kind of like buffing a welfare. It's not like buffing a welfare, but you know what I mean. So I kind of get the logic behind that, but like, oh man, that stinks. How it's him again, who clearly has special treatment at this point. Like, look at how many costumes he has.
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah, so ridiculous, right? Yeah, Nero tier. I mean, one of them is not a real costume, to be honest. The sunglasses, the sunglasses is not a real costume, but yeah.
But it makes him so cool. But anyway, no, it sucks.
Man, you should see how many costumes Assassin Lee has.
0.
Oh, because he has a bunch of he takes off his glasses in all of them, and then it counts as
he has
2 or 3 costumes.
Yeah, he has 2 or 3 costumes, and it's just glasses all.
Which actually, we got a new CE today.
Oh, costume trade buffs. I actually went through, so it's a bond boost 20% for people who has costume trades. I actually looked through the entire roster. There's nobody who can use 4 of them at once still, unfortunately.
So no living human caster lawful with a costume.
If Miyu got a costume, she would have been. But there are a lot of people that can do 3 now. Like CL has a costume, if you remember. So CL is
Summer Kuro has one, doesn't she?
Yes. So Summer Kuro and CL are both lawful good, costume, and living human. So they're also both 3. And a lot of people have 3 now. So that's really nice if you want to farm Bon. But yeah.
I heard something about this crane, and I didn't realize that there was a new CE. That's cool.
Yeah. It's a really pretty CE. They're doing the main roster of Chaldea, right? Like they did Nemo, and then they did Da Vinci, and now Crane, like the shop owners. Nemo's not a shop owner, I guess. So wonder what's next. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, Chaldea. But like these are. They've been releasing these pretty slowly. Like, man,
it's every 3 months. Every 3 months on the 1st, it happens. It's not
wasn't
slowly.
This longer than 3 months? No,
December 1st was the last one.
Oh, I must have forgotten about the Nemo one. That one didn't really impact me a lot, so maybe I have like Carmilla Rider, who's already Bond 15, and I don't care.
The class that apparently only I care about, judging from how the 2 of you have talked about next week's.
I mean, Rider honestly has. Okay, no. The reason I said next week is a bit iffy is because the week after next week is my midterm week. So like I was like, I don't know if but I think it's fine. I think like half a day on Saturday and Sunday is probably fine. I'm not that productive anyways. But yeah, like writers have a couple of interesting ones. Like we have Reynes as support at least. We have like Ozzy, who's a really top tier, like overall, not just amongst writers, right? So
I just don't care about writers very much.
Interesting welfare.
If you're not able to go, I will. But I think that like cycling people, as we have been, it would be better if you were the one there.
Yeah, I'll just not show up. This is a funny thing. I got invited to a protest next Friday.
Don't
protest?
But I don't think I'm gonna go because but it's like pretty huge. Like the schools like moved all of the classes on that day forward as well. They really want you to go, but I'm probably not gonna go. I'm gonna use the excuse that it's before midterm, so I'm not gonna go. But yeah,
that's fair.
I don't think schools should be telling people to go protest.
No, schools are not telling us to. Schools are not telling us to protest. They're just willing to move because the student council really want it. And it's about like research grants, which is what the
school doesn't want to have to spend their money, so they want government money. And I got it. Understandable. Look, colleges are greedy. Let's not get political.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's not like money grows on trees. Like people aren't gonna. Not everybody's gonna donate to do cancer research.
The college have money.
It's a public school.
Well,
I'm in a public school.
Yeah.
If I was still in Hopkins, none of this would matter. They wouldn't give a shit. They're like completely. I mean, they're still government funded, but like they're rich. They don't care. My current school does care because it's a public school. So yeah. We're not a good political, but yeah. I mean.
But
it does technically matter to my future, but I don't care. Anyway, no, I do care, but fuck. Okay, let me just not talk about this.
Yeah. I can see where that path of conversation goes. And, let's just cut it before we get. But let's talk about the tier list. So this is the tier list that Ryou, Mist, and I did yesterday. Plus, she took the day off, but he was there cheering in chat.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't there the whole way because I was like working on the intern and other stuff. But
over to the side, you're having me cover the piece of garbage.
No, that's intentional.
I mean, okay.
King Lang Yu is absolute trash. I cannot believe both of you were defending her.
Okay, did I defend her? Oh no, you mean Mist?
No, Otto and Mist. They're like standing up for garbage.
Wait, was I there yesterday?
I have like never used her, so I literally have no comment.
She doesn't do anything. Otto's like,
she doesn't do anything because you don't let her.
Support. You bring her as a support, and then you use her card beforehand.
Okay.
Or you bring any other buff removal servant that gives actual buffs to your party.
Do you want me to comment first on some of these since I wasn't there?
Yeah. Let's let him. Let him talk.
Okay. Well, I mean, first of all, surprised that you guys didn't fight with like Bishone and EX. I'm genuinely surprised because I was the biggest hype man for this servant, and I do think she, at the end of the day, is worse than Monte Cristo. But I guess amongst Lancers, if you are a slightly worse Monte Cristo, you're probably still EX. But I'm surprised. I wouldn't be upset if she was an A+, which is like, I'm not trying to downplay her, but I do think she's better than Enkidu, so I guess that makes sense. But surprising that everybody agreed Bishone is an EX. Because I do think like she's also very weak to debuff immunity and debuff resist in general. Like if you try to, I don't even have to make up like weird examples. Well, both of the super recollections today and yesterday, like yesterday had one turn of debuff immune, today has like BB Dubai who just blocks poison. Well, so I mean she has debuff success up, I guess.
If you're up against debuff immune enemies, then that knocks out 2 other people in EX.
True, so. That other guy.
Yeah, yes. And then it's like, what about Arjuna Alter and what about like all these other things, XYZ?
True.
Like I think that like debuff immune just means so you don't take against debuff immune, but you're also not going to bring her against a saber.
True.
It's like unlike Romulus, who you can.
I might bring Bishone against a saber, but like the second I guess we should just straight up go into it because I do think that the biggest controversy here is regarding Eresh and Romulus. And I understand the whole like Minturn brain rot thing. Like Romulus is the most quote unquote Minturn brain rot character, one of the most Minturn brain rot characters here, I guess, because like his ceiling and his floor is very far apart. But I don't even think he's that much different from Arjuna Alter. I don't think people are gonna be very against Arjuna Alter being EX, but like I just feel like they're not even that different. Like maybe Arjuna Alter has better single core looping numbers, but like do people really single core loop with Arjuna Alter that much anymore? I'm not 100% sure. And I think like Romulus Corvinus is heavily reliant on Koyan Light as well, yes, but unless someday they
So
ban
every
Koyan
Buster
Light.
Looper.
Well,
So is Eresh. So is Bima.
Well, he specifically because of the crit stacking of the Roman stacks, he benefits a lot from it. But I guess he isn't relying on it. But like he becomes really stupid when he can double stack that first skill. But
I'm not sure if I'd say that Eresh is like reliant on Koyan.
No,
like a lot of
You
her
want to
value
farm
is
with
at
Eresh without a
NP.
double Koyan?
I actually think Eresh
yeah,
is...
if you want a 0%, yeah, you actually have to go double Oberon.
No,
so
no,
I'm not talking about farming though. Like her appeal.
If there's
isn't
one
just,
thing, oh sorry,
her appeal isn't just like being able to loop her skills. Like having her skills active more often, yeah, that is nice. But like having them duplicating isn't really that important for her.
she can't actually because her mana burst is 1 turn. So if you, like one of the points you dock from Ereshkigal is actually her not very high compatibility with Koyan Light, in my opinion. Because like
I guess that's
for Buster Servants, you want like short cooldown but high duration skills that you can double up, that you can really abuse. Characters with skills that don't do that much for themselves, or characters with skills that have too long of a cooldown, they don't necessarily benefit that much from Koyan Light. Like if you've seen any of my recent like Koyan Dark min turns, I just don't use Koyan Light. And like when I use Koyan Light, I use the cooldown reduction on Van Gogh. So like, I mean, this is a bit beyond the point. But I think Romulus, he is still really good just because the Roman stacks, like Mist brought up, it lasts very long. It's a universal anti-trait, essentially. And his damage can persist for a very long time, even after his steroids runs out. So I think even in slower play, like, yes, his most glorious moments are when the fights, like, you're hyper offense and pushing, like, getting to, like, 200% extra damage as soon as turn 1, and then doing single target MP damage. But at the same time, I think even without that, he is still really good just for damage. And yes, outside of damage, I don't think he's completely lacking outside of damage. Like, he still has the invul and the star bomb and whatnot. But he is not as good as Eresh outside of damage. But I still think damage is important. I just think damage is still a big part of the character.
I want to point out that Eresh outside of trait does 70% of the damage of Melusine. Inside of trait, barely out damages Melusine. Like,
are you talking about looping damage or like just raw damage?
Just like double Vich Oberon, like not like looping.
Yeah, well, no CE or Black Grail, but because Black Grail. I do think it's
Black
unfair.
Grail. So like if you're doing a boss fight, if you're using you're in a boss fight and you have Vich, you've used 2 Viches, you've used Oberon, and you're on the final turn, and you got Eresh and you got Melusine there. Unless for Earth, barely more damage. And Melusine's cards are gonna do better.
I do think it is unfair to use like the most standard Buster looping comp to compare them. But I do think Melusine has slightly better damage ramp up on the MP, right? And Invul Pierce and a lot of utility tools. And Melusine is, of course, when you are doing farming, is probably a lot more flexible than Eresh. I actually also disagree on Eresh being EX. I think she is just a little
Eresh is really good, but she's just not the same as the other 5 up there. She's a lower damage character, a lower useful, less useful. She does less things.
I don't know if I'm crazy to saying this.
You keep just saying her damage is lower, and then what do you mean she does less things?
Okay.
Well, by not being able to do damage.
I don't even
looping isn't a problem. Like if you're doing a boss fight, yeah, her arts card is crazy.
There's more to the game than just there are things that then there's more to it than just do big number and
what's
loop.
The example? What does Eresh do that the others can't?
Okay,
she can keep your team alive in a situation where you can't damage rush.
Here's the thing. I don't think that is true. I think Blessing of Kerr is not good enough.
It's not.
Because it's 20%. It's 20% defense up and 3,000 max HP for the party. Like,
also,
is it
It's also
no, the buff is stackable. Right?
She's also basically preventing crits because of her NP buff, because that gives the entire team crit resist.
Yeah, but like the question is, will you still need like, okay, when you bring Eresh, do you? I mean, it still helps even if you have Merlin. I guess it's like more like soft defense, but with this kind of stuff, it's not like we rate servants like what's a good example? It's not like we rate servant like Trunk Sisters that high, you know what I mean? Like it almost feels a little bit like Trunk Sisters, where it's like a DPS with party-wide supportability. And so your supports can sort of not be too like, your support doesn't have to carry the entirety of the defensive department of the team. But I don't think Blessing of Curse, not just Blessing of Curse, sorry, but I think her defensiveness is slightly not good enough, especially for modern bosses, because they just like still kill you regardless.
And you said that it stacks, but the only thing that stacks is for defensive is the crit chance and the insta kill immunity.
No, the skill 3. The skill 3 has short cool. Well, not short cooldown, but
it's 6.
Well, okay. Well, I guess you can't really stack it.
Yeah, I guess you can't. It doesn't reapply every time you NP. You have to recast the skill.
So
I just don't think that defensive utility.
You use her third skill, you use her NP, and then like everyone has it for 3 turns. And if you NP on the third turn, she has it. It covers the 2 turns when you don't have the third skill up.
A good defensive skill on DPS is for the team is BB Dubai's 100% attack down, not a 20%
for 1 turn.
Up. Yeah, for 1 turn. Yeah, you block an entire attack.
I understand.
MP with that.
I just feel like you guys.
I just think Eresh is really good, but she's not as good as the others.
I think you're just focusing too hard on like one individual thing when her thing is she's good at more, like a lot of different things instead of just.
No, she's okay at a couple things, and she's really good at getting her MP.
What is she okay at?
She's okay at staying alive.
I don't know if I'd say okay.
I would say
she has a shit ton of HP. She has the defense. She has the crit rate down. She has a really low cooldown invuln that has like a bunch of.
After the first cycle, it is 6 turns, or sorry, 5 turns. After the first cycle, it's 5 turns.
No, her first skill. Her first skill reduces her cooldowns.
Right, that's why I said 5 turns after the first cycle. Which is fine.
Okay.
But it's not like it's hit based, so you can't potentially block multiple turns of stuff.
Okay.
Or you could also take more than 2 attacks in 1 turn. There's that too.
Yeah, I just don't think that what you do. I think it's very useful that she has those things. Debuff immunity for a turn, invincibility for a turn, cooldown reduction. That's all very useful. Buff removal resistance for a turn, yes. That's all very useful to have. But it doesn't it's not anything like super special or crazy. It's very useful. Aresha's very good, but she's not wrong.
If the first 3 effects of her first skill is party wide, I'd agree with her being like really good party support as DPS. But I know skill 3 is good. I don't know if it's that good. I mean, maybe I'm underestimating party generation because I
also like help them get their NPs because like
that's what I'm just about to say. That's what I'm just about to say. I maybe I am underestimating like party MP generation because like I have really come to appreciate Rhaenys for that. But again, it's just I guess the ideal team for her would be like Merlin and Constantine or something like that. Just for because helping supports is also important. But I don't know. Like there are bosses where she very much excels at. Again, sorry. Like maybe the Olga quest where like you don't have that much resources. But then you only have 3 turns as well, so you're really trying to damage. I don't know. It's just, I think she's really good. I'm just not sure if this is if this puts her top tier, because like I feel like if you're looking for an AoE, this is so difficult to say because like it's not like everybody has full access to the roster. Okay.
Question: if you're up against a Divine Earth boss that's an archer, would you prefer her or Karna?
Divine Earth.
Right. Well, here's my other opinion. Every SSR should be moved down a tier, except for the ones at the very top. They're
Divine
all
Archer.
they're
Divine
all
Earth
overrated.
Archer. Would I bring her or Karna? I forgot the damage comparison.
I believe after Karna's latest buff, Karna's probably better there. Let's be honest.
I'm just asking about damage, but
because that's the thing. Like, I feel like if it's, I feel like that the difference might. Let me
I don't think they're.
Here's the thing though. If I were against a Divine Earth Archer, I would bring Romulus.
Oh, he's not in this hypothetical. You don't have Romulus in this hypothetical.
Why are we ignoring the hypothetical here?
Fine.
Because
I'm sorry.
Romulus isn't an A+ tier, but you're trying to get her to go down to A+ tier.
Right.
I'm trying to get her away from Romulus. So I'm trying to.
Karna and Ryoma should go down. Tamamo should go down. Basically, every SSR should be bumped down by 1. That's
I just
my
wanted
opinion.
to pick Plushy's brain here. All right.
Okay, please. I think I would, like, for general play, I would probably pick Eresh, over Karna. If I'm not doing damage rushing, I do understand. I think her kit is a lot better than Karna. In terms of just longevity, Karna is really like hyper offensive. But it's not a guarantee. I will tell you this though, because like if the boss fight benefits faster play, I would bring Karna. If the boss fight doesn't really benefit faster play, or like the boss fight doesn't allow you to like very easily card, like it really depends on the boss. It's not like 10 out of 10 times I'm gonna pick Eresh. It's not even 9 times out of 10 I pick Eresh. It would be like maybe a 7-3 or a 6-4 split between Eresh and Karna, and heavily depending on how the boss is. That is how I feel, because there are bosses that very much wants you to not want you, but like it would be a lot easier on your mind if you can just kill them before they get to pull off their full bullshit gimmick, because the game right now has so many bullshit gimmicks that if you can just kill them, you can stop thinking about it. So I think she is a better servant than Karna, but at the same time, I mean, if the argument today is like Ereshkigal is still EX but lower than every other AoE, like she's the worst AoE in the EX, I can live with that. I'm not like super against that if today, but I think Ereshkigal is pretty firmly worse than Romulus and Melusine, but I do also think she is better than Karna, so
I think Otto's just been infected by Resh fans' mental disorder.
Because I'm not a Ren fan. You're targeting the wrong person here.
No, here's the thing. I do understand the criticism from Otto, because like it is kind of difficult to think about how to play the game normally for people like me and Ryou sometimes.
No, it's not. It's like, I play story. When I go through a story, I play like a really dumb person. Well, I play the stupidest teams.
But like even then,
I know how to play the game stupidly.
See, Ryou, that's why I don't really trust your assertion. Like you just immediately say, "Yeah, I play like a stupid person."
Yeah, going in, picking characters I like.
That doesn't make it. That makes it sound like you don't even respect like the normal way.
Look, playing the game where you just pick your favorites and you force them into to a fight, you know, with disregard to team comp or who's the best choice.
Here's the thing:
is playing stupidly, but that's fun at times.
There is a reason why people gravitate towards fast killing rather than sustain, because it really is a lot less annoying.
You can skip a lot of gimmicks. But here's something I feel like you guys are really not. And like you're really desensitized to it because you do TA, and I'm not saying it's like, oh, it's TA brain rot. You guys are okay.
You literally said that like 5 times, by the way. Okay, I don't get what's the problem with resetting though, because like if you are struggling there for like 30 minutes, it's annoying. But is it actually longer? Does it actually take longer? Like
a lot of people don't really. A lot of people don't know how much longer it would take, so oftentimes they'll just sunk cost it out. But like, if you've already spent like 10 turns, a lot of people they look at resetting as just giving up that like 15 minutes that they just spent there.
If you're taking 15 minutes to do 10 turns, that's stupid, you've done something wrong.
Because that's not a good argument, because I'm not trying to say they're stupid, by the way. I'm just saying that's not a good argument. And the reason behind that is, like, I'm obviously not saying, like, super recollection, resetting, whatever, like, oh, it takes a whole day. No, it's like if you're very often, you're either resetting for a 3-minute run for 15 minutes, or you are trying to grind out a fight for 15 minutes. You know, it's, like, not that different. Like, it feels bad, but it's not bad.
But it isn't. Okay, so the difference though is also if you're restarting, like you're gambling on getting the good starting part that you like, the starting hand that you want. So like part of the reason why people keep going at that 15-minute mark instead of restarting is because, okay, they restart and then they actually have to restart 5 more times than they expect. A lot of people just cannot be fucked with to play like that because it's just like annoying.
Yeah, I get that.
I have MP5 Eresh.
Yeah.
That is not a good That is not a good counterpoint on this channel, because there is a person known to shit on their favorites. I don't know who that is, but you know, it's not a very good argument here. Unfortunately, I blame that person, but I don't know who that is. But anyways,
yeah,
but
yeah, no, but I will say, I do think that pretty much every SSR was 1 too high. But that wasn't an argument I was gonna have.
I think
on there,
I think that Karna was placed too high. Yeah,
it's the new buff hype, probably.
It's the new buff hype. Well, also, like, I think.
If I'm going to use the same logic I do with Romulus, like I don't think Karna is that crazy either, because Karna is just like really high damage capacity, but he's not as good at damage.
He has no defense.
He doesn't. Yeah, really. All he has is the NPC instead of the Invuln.
I'm gonna voice my true opinion. I think Enkidu is absolute garbage nowadays. Should have been in. I don't think he's
okay. No.
I think the Divine Stun is not that useful.
No, Enkidu is trash everywhere else other than the big battery and the MP, where, you know, if you need, because like a very good place to look at is Olga quest.
His deck sucks.
If you need to see,
so bad to use.
If you need to see how good a servant is outside of the most optimal play, which is like I have all the supports accessible, right? If you can't use dupes and whatnot, you're forced to stuff a servant in. This is also what I mean by like normal Eresh probably would shine better in quests like that, because like, oh, you know, I need servants to do general stuff because I only have 3 SSR supports for a given card type and they're all in other teams, right? But how valuable is that is what I'm questioning, because like how many people are playing the game like that? Like, other than like how long do we ever get like 1 Olga quest, right? Like it's good in.
Here's the thing. I hate everything about how all his skills work. I hate his first skill. I hate that that's a mana burst with RNG. I hate his second skill because it's the remove evade, but it's also your evade. I hate his third skill because it's a heal, but it's also your NP charge. I hate all of how his skills work. I find them all terrible. And then I hate his deck. I hate his deck because it's triple quick. He has the stupid RNG arts and quick thing, but then he has 3 quicks and 1 arts.
Okay, reason. Question. Like, yes, you hate everything about his skills. I mean, his deck is like bottom of the barrel. I'm not gonna ask about that, but
his MP is fine. His MP is good if you're fighting like a threat to humanity, or if you want to like try and stun lock a divine thing. That's fine.
No, his MP still does a lot of damage. 30% defense, 4 damage, and it's upgraded. So like,
I mean, it's really for threat to humanity. He's the easiest option for Sir Nunos, which I think is where a lot of people...
I don't know how you did the Olga, because I think you did it on stream. I passed out halfway, but like Enkidu was a pretty big like damage chunk. Like he's a pretty good for like, I don't know, he's pretty good for like just not dying and using a couple of MPs, and then that'd be good enough a lot of time.
I mean, I get that. This is where my argument that damage isn't everything, because I just hate how we play. So it's not always about damage auto. Do you see this? I too can be influenced by stupid things.
I mean, if damage is everything, then Brynhild wouldn't be that low. I genuinely think Brynhild is like a bit too low, but I also understand because I hate everything else about her other than her MP. I think everything else about her other than her animations and her MP just sucks. Just complete
also,
dog water.
Here's another thing. Have you ever listened to Enkidu's MP line? It for some reason sounds like a lower audio quality than everything else in the game.
That's his voice. That's his voice lens and all of these. So, like in general, like some of his cards.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it.
I think they're a little overmodulated or something.
Maybe he recorded in his
mad.
It's the same thing with
I hear his MP voice line.
Sanson's voice lines are the same way. I think they had them like record their lines in some other studio.
In a box, in like a cardboard box.
Yeah. They didn't pay them enough. They didn't pay them enough.
It sounds so bad. It's I don't know what they did. Anyway, so that's
Plushy. Who was that? Who did you just say just a second ago? Like
Brynhild.
Oh, Brynhild. Oh, okay, Brynhild. Okay.
Brynhild. Yeah.
I don't really have particularly strong feelings about her. So.
I think she still has strong MP damage, but other than that, it's just kind of bad. So yeah, the Eresh Romulus. I think Romulus is very firmly in EX. I would rather keep Eresh in EX than move both them down, because Romulus.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys tied them together. I don't know what that was about. That was so mean. Like,
I mean,
you removed my ability to make an argument.
Like
you removed my ability to make an argument and plead a case by tying completely unrelated things together. It was so annoying.
Yeah, and I made fun of the fact that we were tying it that when I included Kim Myung Yu as well.
Who also sucks. Like that Romulus, honestly was very annoying. Don't do that again. Or else I'm gonna start doing it, and it's gonna just ruin everything.
I know damage isn't everything, but like, if you are looking for an AoE Lancer for any trait, right? Like any anti-trait, Romulus would beat them in damage. Like, what your anti-trait doesn't matter, because this guy's universal anti-trait is more than your real anti-trait. So if you're looking for pure damage, you literally can't beat him. You actually cannot beat him. Like, it's just how stupid this character is. If you're talking about boss fights. Other than farming, not farming, but like,
and I don't understand
farming is the only thing.
Why we have to ignore damage? Why if saying, "Oh yeah, Eresh has some nice party effects, but her damage is terrible," means that
I don't think her damage is terrible. Her damage is just okay.
Her damage
outside of trait is not very high.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, but like terrible damage is why it's like Lartoria. Okay, like. We're talking about a servant that at least has an anti-trait and an NP upgrade. So even if her 50% buster isn't going to be up all the time, like she still has like some pretty basic things that can net some damage.
Bima. Bima is anyone questioning Bima? Because like Bima kind of is a good mix of, he's not just damage. Like he has buff removal, debuff cleanse, and that's about it. And guts, right? He doesn't just have damage. He has damage and stuff to ignore, and ways to ignore gimmicks. So he is kind of perfect. I like Bima. Bima is really good. His overcharge scales worse with scales the same regardless of his MP damage, MP level though. So interesting little tidbit. But I don't know. What else can I say? I mean, like Melusine EX pretty fair. Skahak EX. I think Skahak is just so often just a better Enkidu, because there you go. It's just
she does
better.
Yeah, she doesn't have like the longevity he does, but like the way.
I actually disagree with that.
She doesn't have like debuff, cleanse, and heal. That's what I mean.
Well, yeah, if they're not moving half the time, I don't need that. Like, I think the stun lock is actually so ridiculous, because like whenever I'm against like stuff with really high pressure, Skahak lives so much longer than anyone else, just because even if she MPs every other turn, she just like they just don't get to move. You know, like stunning is the best defensive play you can get, because it's better than solemn defense, because they literally can't do shit, right? It's just better. Well, other than resetting their MP gauge, but like that's in an individual turn.
That's the one thing about stunning, like. It does protect your whole team. It's almost a full team invuln, but if you have a full team invuln, then you can just like reset whether or not they have an MP. But that could have other issues, because like
they could buff roll, they could have pierce, they could have other stuff.
There are things that can be worse than damage on an enemy MP.
Yeah, they could be debuffs and stuff. So like stun is really ridiculous. Like I think Skahak is basically a better version of Enkidu most of the time. I would say all the time, but I know there's gonna be Threat to Humanity, for example, for one. But other than that, I think she's gonna be better. Other than that, Ryoma is surprisingly high. Interesting. He does get overhated because of his bad refund, I suppose. So that's okay.
Yeah, I feel like he could definitely be below Britomart. I think Britomart's fine where she is, but I do understand the like we should move like SSRs that are below EX down. I don't know about the Enkidu one. Like maybe I'd go down to an A with him. I still think he's really solid. Like when you're up against a divine enemy, he can still like trivialize it.
Because actually, Britomart is a very interesting talking point you brought up.
Oh boy.
Before we go to Britomart, I want to mention something, because you mentioned Lancer Artoria. I do want to mention that if Lancer Artoria ever does get an MP upgrade, her damage is better than Eresh. As of right now, it's 18% less damage.
Well, for one turn. Eresh also has one turn.
Oh, Eresh is also one turn. So,
yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, because she has an 18% attack buff. She has a charisma, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wait.
And Eresh has... So, she can... So, here's the thing.
Eresh has attack up ramp
has
up at least.
20% ramp up, so she gets 40% back, because remember, it's after damage the plus incur. So it's 40% versus 36%, because you're double stacking the charisma, right?
But she also has really low attack stat, right?
Right, she has less attack stat than Lancer Artoria, and then they both have, if
good point.
So like if she gets an MP buff, they're basically the same character.
Well, no, that's not true, because Eresh has... Okay, here's the thing.
Her anti-earth is better than
here's the thing.
Lancer Artoria's anti-traits. That is true.
I don't think Eresh's EX point number 2. I don't think she's better than Britomart.
I agree, but...
No, genuinely.
No, I agree.
I don't like.
I like to dump on Britomart, but like I agree.
Like Ereshkigal has both of them has offense and defense and like gimmicks, offense and like utility. But Eresh's utility is for the party, but worse in general. Britomart utility is only for itself, but better. There are a lot of situations where you would prefer the latter if your supports don't care, which I guess it helps that she's in quick because her supports usually don't care. So I think Britomart is on a very similar power level of Ereshkigal. I don't like there are many situations where I would actually prefer Britomart over Ereshkigal, assuming you have all of the supports, or assuming you have the at least a couple of decent quick supports and buster supports at the same time.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Yeah, I just think
it's sort of like that issue that a lot of casters have. That's kind of how Eresh plays. She's like she is solid on her own, but then she also like supports the team a lot. Except she has a positive modifier, so it doesn't affect her damage as much.
She almost feels like an art servant because a lot of art servants adopts that playstyle. A lot of arts like BB Dubai, like I guess Kiara a little bit, and Space Eresh, interestingly, right? So I feel like a lot of art servants do adopt that playstyle.
How does Space Eresh support the party? She doesn't.
Well, her first skill is so good. I actually am not even upset that she's a force
that supports
here.
the party's DPS, but it doesn't. It's not defensive at all.
Isn't it team-wide 20% charge?
Yeah, it's team 20 attack up and MP damage.
It's defensive,
that's not defensive.
I mean,
it helps support MP as well. Like I'm not really upset that she is a force support here. Like in the BB Dubai fight, for example, because like her charge on her MP damage boost is not bad, and her charge for both my DPS and Van Gogh is actually really important for my strategy. So like it's a good utility tool. Like it's not necessarily defensive.
Nice
like it's more.
I'm glad they let you
right?
use your own. I'm glad they let you bring your own.
Actually, if you don't need the buff CE on her, you can select the force support to save cost. I don't know when that is better, but if you select the force support, it is 0 cost, so you can like load more CEs in the back if you need to. I don't know if that's relevant. Yeah. But I mean, I tried to optimize my script a lot, but it didn't end up being better. So, but that's a interesting tidbit. Also, Hakuno's skill 1 is not max, so he sucks. Don't pick him.
Yeah, that's a stupid thing. Why'd they do that?
Oh, dude, all that means is you just have to bring someone to cooldown reduce him.
Well,
yeah, if you use double Koyan, then you can cast his first skill more than once.
His first skill is max
Atlas.
on Moon something.
Moonrise
right?
Obsession?
Yeah, Moonrise Obsession.
No, I don't think it is.
It's not?
No, I think it's still 8.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. We know it's not Moonrise Obsession. We know it's Hakuno. Okay,
how do we know that?
Because I think the what chapter is out. I think from Datamine. Because you can mine tomorrow's from Chaldea app. I think it's Hakuno's. I'm 90% sure it's Hakuno's.
That's going to be so awful though, because it's 2 waves and then what is it, 3 bars? Like so we're looking at like a 5-turn. Wait, yeah, 5-turn min turn, or is it 6-turn? Because you knock out the first one, second one, third one. Oh, and then the
5-turn.
Wait, do they have 3 breaks or 3 bars?
I thought they had 2 bars. See, this is what I mean. I don't remember any of the fight details of that chapter. I was just rushing to fucking put out videos. I don't remember. I just remember they nuke you with their MP and you can't block it with Castoria.
Hold on, I'm looking it up here.
But anyways, but yeah. While he's looking it up, I think this list is fine. Like a lot, like maybe EX a little bit too crowded.
Okay, no, they only have 3 HP bars. So it's a 5-turn min turn. I don't know how you're gonna like. What's horrible is the first. Remember, you have a foreigner caster
that
saber
buff block,
on turn
right?
1.
That buff
and
block.
Then,
they give you one time buff block.
Is it buff block? Hold on, let me double check there.
But I mean, depends on how much HP they want to bloat them. They could just make them like 1.1 or 1.2, and it would just barely matter. Didn't they do that for a couple of bosses? Anyways.
Yeah, with super recollections, they'll usually like super buff the mobs if there's more than 1 wave, and that's always
that's always the annoying part.
So 1 person gets buff blocked on turn 1. Tamamo gets an evade, and Saber gets a full MP charge, so that's fun.
That's fine. I mean, full MP charge is fine. You don't care. You kill them anyways.
Yeah. The second one, Emiya gets an evade.
Oh, somebody has invul. Oh fuck! Somebody also has sure hit.
And then another buff block comes out on a random. I think it's on the third character. I think the third character gets buff blocked.
Okay, I'll put this.
So that might be exploitable. But yeah, no, it's. I'm just like the classes, like it's. And the second one is Saber Archer. That's fun. And then you got the 2 moon cancels, which you need an evade for, because they're gonna NP, and you can't block it with Castoria.
Oh yeah, evade blocks it. That's so stupid. Yeah, the special invul pierce doesn't ignore evade. It's interesting. I think that's a very interesting decision.
Well, there has to be a balancing to it. Like if it ignored everything.
I thought it would just ignore everything because it's Hakuno. It's fine. I mean, as a boss, it's annoying, but like as a DPS, it's Hakuno. You get 2 of them. You can't even use the same thing. It's fine. But yeah. Anyways, sorry.
I must say that. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No, I got nothing. I should talk about that when we talk about like the other topics, like Olga quest and whatnot. Because yeah. Okay. But sorry, you got anything else on the Lancer tier list? I have like a couple of more, I guess.
Yeah, I was really shocked that Dobrynia just went straight to the top of the 4 stars and.
Oh no, I was ready to argue that, but I thought I'd be kind to you, and it came back and kicked me in the teeth.
Here's the thing.
See, it's actually funny because I was heavily debating mentioning towards the end. That like one of her issues is like when you're not using her against traded enemies, her damage is
she does no damage.
But...
Yeah,
I think Dobrynia has a very interesting case. She's like Takeru. Hear me out. This sounds very weird, like out of context, but the reason behind that is when we did the Saber tier list, I was just surprised at how good Takeru is considered because. His archetype is not rare in other classes at all. If Takeru wasn't a Saber, he wouldn't be that impressive at all. There's a lot of, like, if he was an archer, he'd have to compete with Ptolemy, with Durga. Like, he wouldn't be that impressive. But because Sabers lack a good looper, he becomes really good. I think archers don't really have, outside of Melusine, doesn't really have, like, an archetype like the single target saber. Like, you know how many single target art sabers there are? Like, Dobrynia kind of feels like a single target art saber, but a lancer. You know, like, you know, they make stars, they can crit, they spam their MP, and they spam arts down even. They're so similar, right? So in a class that really lacks this archetype, I can see a justification to put her in the highest because, you know, you just can't get that. Other than Kagetora. Maybe Kagetora and her shouldn't be two tiers apart. If
Kagetora doesn't have a trait and sure damages like a. My thing is that this whole thing is like from the viewpoint of just Lancers. If we were looking at like if this was like a generalist where you were not taking the class into account, then definitely so many people would be rated a lot lower. Like I wouldn't put Bishone up there. I probably wouldn't even put Bima up as high.
Nah, you put Bima up high.
I mean, I'd still argue Romulus and Mel. What would you argue Melusine still? I don't know.
Yes. Okay, so that's actually another thing I want to bring up. I just want to space out the dumping on Eresh with something else. Now we can go back to dumping on Eresh. So, like, out of all of these EX tiers, I think Ereshkigal is the one that I am the least willing to use against neutral.
I mean,
true, because they all have things they can do against neutral.
Yeah, but that's because usually when you're using a servant at neutral, like they have, they're more damage oriented to compensate for it. But she's like, like as far as damage goes, yeah, she isn't like she's the least damage oriented of the servants on the top. So yeah.
Well, that is a good point, but at the same time, like if you have good enough like party-wide supportability, you would still use them in a neutral situation. I think you would use Tonalico in neutral. I think you'd use Tonalico in neutral.
Well, Tonalico's.
I guess like, she's too supportive.
The point of comparison I actually went to, I was thinking Murasaki, and it's like Murasaki, like she has a lot of niches that justify her in a lot of classes, but if I was up against like a Saber, that then like I'm probably not gonna bring her. Like I don't really see her, like her damage issues can pop up there.
Yeah, but I also think Murasaki does provide more value in the sense that she is more support oriented. She gives better support than Ereshkigal. I'm not just saying offensively with the 3P mods. Buff removal resist, buff block, skill seal, no, MP seal.
She has damage cut.
And debuff immunity. Right? Like she is a full-fledged support. She's basically like you can treat her as a full-fledged support. Like
funny enough for Murasaki, yesterday I was making a team and I put Murasaki and Nakanaria on the front line together, and I'm like, yeah, Murasaki buffs.
Oh, the debuff immunity.
And I'm like, wait a minute, why didn't I get the damage buff? And I'm like, huh? What happened? And I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, no. See, it's actually perfectly fine to use the two of them there. You just have to use the skills in the right order, because her.
Well, no, because then
her debuff immune prevents the third skill from art.
Yeah. That's actually.
Right, but then you've accidentally sealed Murasaki's skills.
Oh, true. Yeah, you sealed Murasaki. You have to
sealed
give her
Murasaki's skills.
Well, you have to give her debuff immune a CE.
No. But here's another thing I do want to mention.
No. You use Murasaki's third skill, then you use Naknaria's third skill, then second and maybe first skill.
And so you use the arts to but then they don't get the bonus from the.
They can still get skill sealed.
I guess. But yeah, one thing I do want to mention on tier list is I think that the disparity, or like the disparaging of me and Plushy having TA brain rot and focusing on the hyper optimized, it's like if you're looking at a game like an FPS or something, and you're looking at a tier list, you want the tier list made by the guy in Champions or the guy in Wood 5. No one's gonna pay attention to the guy in Wood 5 making a tier list.
This isn't a competitive game, though. Like,
okay,
right? But the point is,
I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but
so I think that the dismissal of the people who actually optimize the gameplay is really insulting sometimes.
I do think it is insulting, but here is the problem of here is the problem of TA, because TA is not just like optimizing gameplay in general. It is legitimately a go all in. It's a play style. It is a strategy. It's not necessarily the best strategy unless you have everything capped out at max.
Okay. Let's draw a line in between it. Okay, TA isn't the strategy. TA is the furthest
fast
extent
play
of
fast play.
A play style. Like
yeah. Sorry.
It's sort of like how stall is like its own play style. Like
so
but also Ryou, like, okay, I get that you don't like it when I say that TA brain rot is when I say that to disparage you a bit. I also take offense when you say X character is trash and don't even listen to me after that. All right?
Yeah,
because you're disregarding me, a person who has used this character before and has made them work in scenarios. Like,
you can make a lot of characters work if they're bad. Making a bad character work is impressive in its own right.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean they're not bad.
Okay, and let's mention some.
Make like Roberts do like funny runs, like, but that doesn't mean Robert is great.
Okay,
as a DPS.
okay, but let's say for example, Kim Young-yu. This is like the only time people are going to pay attention to her for the next year. All right, unless they buff her again.
Looking at.
Well, I mean, people want to know about the servants they don't hear about, so I'll tell them something that you can do with this servant that you have that you don't know anything about. If like, I think that's more valuable than just saying like the good thing is good. So
yeah, I think the fundamental problem of this is FGO as a game is too easy.
yeah.
At the end of the day, a tier list is not very. It's not supposed to be there for practicality. You have to be more specific. If it's like a farming tier list, then maybe there is like an actual like point to follow. If it is a multi-core tier list, even more specific, then it'll be even more valuable. If it's a TA tier list, then it would be valuable because only people who care about TAs have to look at it, right? Then it's easier to separate characters if we only look at one aspect of them. The characters in this game, despite being not as complicated as some modern gacha characters, because man, I've played some modern gachas and one character's kit, I had to fucking sit there for 30 minutes to read the entire thing. Girls Frontline 2, thank you very much. I didn't expect to read a fucking paper to try to understand a half-naked gun. But anyways, so... But I still think FGO characters have a lot of just you have a lot of different ways to use them. So it's very difficult to have a generalist tier list. Of course, I feel like generalist tier lists actually what people actually do is they take what they're the best at and then rank them according to that, right? So you would take Jean, let's say, in a defensive support tier list, and then rank them in the general tier list according to how high she is in the support tier list. We'll take Romulus in a Minturn tier list and rank him in the generalist tier list, how high he ranks in the Minturn tier list, and then we'll rank Arash in the farming tier list, and then put him in the general tier list according to how high he ranks there. So there will be like, conflicts and disagreements because it's kind of difficult to have everybody value every aspect of a servant equally. But yeah, so I can never be that unbiased. My argument has always been fast clearing is just the game. It's an RPG game where you always move first, and you can use your ultimate immediately. I think in a game like this, not RPG, sorry, turn-based game. I think in a game that fundamentally is built like this, offense is better than defense.
Well, and I don't mean to be like shitting on fast play because fast play, I agree, that is one of the.
What you do?
It's
no, no.
Hey, let me explain.
He does.
I know that it's one of the most effective play styles. However, it is also for a lot of people the most frustrating and most costly type of play style because you need to have like more servants, you have to have like higher level supports, you have to have good like CEs, like taunt CEs and stuff, and then like to cater only to that though, like I just don't feel like it's worth addressing that too much. Okay,
I mean, here's
a lot of people, a lot of people do spend a lot of money on the game, but not everyone is a super completionist and has every single support.
At the end of the day, Romulus doesn't need to be 120 and have every buster support to function. So I feel like on the bright side, like we say all of this, we don't really have that much disagreements on the list at the end of the day. It's literally, should Eresh be half a tier below, right? So I feel like the way we rank servants are still not that different.
It always comes down to how we play the game.
Like, good is still good. It's like, depending on your playstyle, their differences would still be, unless other than a couple of very drastic examples, different playstyles, good servants are generally still good. Because even if you're playing slower, damage is still good. Even if you're playing faster, having survival is still good, right? Yeah. For example, Cuckoo is hyper offensive. Like, I always praise how much damage she does, but her survivability is also very important in fast play because if you're doing fast play, then how do I block the enemy MP? If I can't prep for it, I'm just trying to go as fast as possible. Well, if I have a couple of tools to keep myself alive, then I can just not care about it and brute force. So like survival is still important in TAs, and damage is still important in slow play, because like unless you're doing the absolute turtle, I do 3,000 damage every turn and take 300 turns.
Turtle. I actually will make fun of people for.
Other than doing that,
if you go in,
damage is still important.
With Castoria and Proto Merlin and an overcharging arts servant, and you sit there and you spend 70 turns doing a fight, I will make fun of you. I will make fun of you for that.
So like, you know, at the end of the day, good servants are good. Like it's not that different. Like just because we value TAs more and Auto doesn't really value TAs, doesn't mean that our perspective on a servant is gonna differ that much. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine to have like just half a tier. Like I don't think anyone thinks Eresh is like B+, right? Like it sounds like we're making it sound like, you know, some of us think she's B+, some of us think she's EX, but no, some of us think she's A+, or even A. I guess like some people really don't like her one-turn buff, sorry. But like I feel like it's half a tier difference. It's fine. But like once again, because of my personal reasons, I still think Ereshkigal is not as good as the other EXs. But I guess I'll put it at that. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
That's all, folks.
But say about that.
Also, Ryou Lancer in B. Are you guys high?
She's not.
Why is she in B?
I don't.
Or should she be?
In hindsight, like, yeah, probably could have pushed her up a little bit
more. Okay, like she has very good damage boosts and a full debuff cleanse. Like you don't have that in 5 stars. Like sometimes you're forced to bring her as a support. As a DPS, she doesn't have a lot other than good internals.
Some of the 4 stars may have been at 5 a.m. and my judgment may have been a little impaired.
Right.
Like
I'm also I am going to blame Ryou even more, because I was trying to relax a bit on higher placements so we could populate B more, because I know he doesn't like that. What happened?
No,
with
I understand. I understand. It's very difficult because so early on, it's always more difficult to you know, for the earlier servants, because you don't have a reference of comparison. It's very easy for me to come in and then be like, oh, you know, why is the servant in B? I'm not actually asking why that servant is B. I'm asking why that servant is beside Summer Ibaraki, you know? And I'm also asking why Medusa Lily is in the same tier as Ibaraki.
Okay, yeah, she should have been lower.
No, she should have been higher. What? I think she's one of the. Yes, I think she's one of the best single target 4-star Lancers. I think she's kind of crazy because she spams stun and she has really good survival with her 3rd skill. She has very good sustain. Like yeah, her stun isn't even male only. No,
her charm is.
Her charm is,
but her MP is a stun.
Yeah, it's 80% chance.
It's not 80%.
It's not too much different. I even mentioned it later. It's not too different from Kama.
Yeah, it's like
it's just she doesn't have as good a skill set or internals.
She is actually well, not anymore because Kama got the stupid.
Well, yeah,
anti-charm stupid bullshit.
Yeah,
but like,
I think I also mentioned that, and I was like, well, yeah, pre-buff Kama.
Yeah, pre-buff Kama. So like, I think Medusa Lily is very underrated. One of the most underrated. Also, quick servants, quick cards sucking is fine because they can do mighty chain. That is the one thing, because like Medusa Lily solos go hard, like it, because you can do mighty chains. Like quick servants don't always need good quick cards anymore, so in terms of gain. So like, I think Medusa Lily is maybe I'm just trying to vouch for her. I think she's very underrated. Like people just don't like her because she keeps spooking people, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's this lolly again."
Skill, that's still one of the saddest looking skills in the game. It's not the worst. I mean, like, yeah, like Astolfo has a worse one. So
the reason I'm vouching for Medusa Lily is because she has results. Like she is like every time when I like sometimes you're just trying to throw in a Lancer for certain fights, and then you're just like, wow, why is she still alive? Like, how the fuck is she still alive? How is she not dead? Because you can play her kind of like Skahak, like a mini Skahak, right? She's actually really similar to mini Skahak, and also like less consistent because of the stun. But like I think she is very solid, like it's just very underrated. And of course, Ryou Lancer. I think Ibaraki as a main DPS, maybe in some cases better than Ryou Lancer, not even always, but Ryou Lancer can put her skills on someone else, and Ibaraki cannot. So I don't think they're in the same tier at all.
Yeah. Yeah, in hindsight, yeah, because like as a DPS, I feel that Ibaraki is a better DPS than Ryou, but Ryou has team support.
And not even by that much, to be honest, because I remember the argument when Ibaraki came out. People are like, "Oh, it's just a better DPS Ryou, but she can't support." Yes, but Ryou's internals are kind of stupid as well. It's like, isn't her internals like better? Ibaraki is good.
Her arts card is way better, but her quick cards are meh. Like her quick cards are like a little over 2%, but Ibaraki has like 4% quick.
Also,
cards
another thing, why is Melt Lancer lower than Percival?
I don't know.
Were you awake yesterday? Like, was it a clone?
Yeah, well, look, I tried to argue that she's just as good as Percival. I said like 50 times Melt and Percival should be on the same tier. But you guys wouldn't go for it.
I don't understand. Percival, other than the fact that he's more accessible, I don't think he's better than Melt Lancer. Even in single core farming, I don't think he's better than Melt Lancer. Is he really better than Melt Lancer?
He's not.
He's better at looping 333 because I click less buttons, but that's about it.
And Melt
Percy's way better in CQs. You mean the time when he like accidentally heals the wrong guy because he heals the one with the lowest HP and he gets himself killed? Yeah, true. I agree.
I mean,
he's good at soloing though.
He's gonna be invulnerable a lot of the time he's taunting. So
yeah, true.
He spams really easily.
I don't know
than most people.
Cause like Melt has better damage, I'd say in general. Especially her cards, and she has buff more resist combo with invul. That's one of the best. It's one of the.
I'm not sure if I'd.
Well, it's because
I'm not sure if her damage
Miss
is
was
better
like really. Miss was really down
better?
on her skill 1, because
he has an
I
NP
guess,
damage
yeah.
buff, and they're both sitting there with.
There's so many servants. There's so many servants where they have like their skill. And it's like, star generation, arts, and buster up. And it's 20% arts and buster up, but they're an art servant. So the buster doesn't really matter for like NP damage and stuff like that. So it's like, and it's like 3 turns on a 6-turn cooldown. Whereas Melts is,
how fast can you double stack it now with a pen 5?
You can double stack it on turn 3.
Yeah, it's okay.
You get 2 turns of double stack.
Oh, 2. Okay. So.
And if you use any cooldown reduction, you can double stack it on turn 3.
I don't know. I just think Melt Lancer has a better challenge quest kit than Percival. Percival has the big heal.
She does.
And like his taunt is not target. It gets him killed sometimes. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't think it gets him killed as much as you might think, because like
I guess he has the big heal.
And then he has a targetable invuln that he can use on himself. And you're also going to use him with someone that can target their own invuln on him. It's...
Oh, Castoria. Yeah.
And like, I think a big part of it is like the team drain. I don't think it's as big a problem, but I feel like that's something that Mist would definitely not like.
The team drain is fine. You just plan for it.
Fine. Mel can stay in B+. Mel can stay in B+, honestly. What the fuck is Canis doing there?
I think Canis is actually as a brawler is fine. Like I think Canis is a good.
She's not
brawler.
A?
Oh, do you think saying she should be higher?
Am I overrating Canis? I feel like
she has really good damage potential.
She's pretty crazy as well. I put her in A. Like as a crit lancer, Van Gogh has more instant crits. But like Canis,
my thought was, is she? Because we got to her before Van Gogh. My thought is she better than Vlad? And I don't think she's.
Is she
the
better
same
than
level as
Vlad? I mean, depending on what
I
you want to do.
I think Vlad
depends
is
on what
kind
you
of
want to
crazy
do
when he's hitting his stuff.
I mean, yeah, his MP. Depending on what you want to do, Vlad can also be a good support. Like I've seen him being used as a support because like whenever you hit him, he buffs the party and debuffs the enemy. And he has.
Well, I mean, he buffs the party and then he debuffs the enemy when he gets out.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, not whenever. Yeah, okay, but yeah, I think Canis is A. Because like yeah, Vlad has good anti-evil MP. It's not even upgraded, is it? Is it upgraded?
It's not
Vlad
upgraded,
Lancer?
but he has like all of the buff types and is super effective because he's anti-evil.
Well, yeah,
And
but
Pierce
that
Symbol.
doesn't matter that much when I start to bring support. Yeah, Pierce. I guess Pierce Symbol. I don't know. I think Canis is so good.
I do think Canis is good. I recommended B+ because I thought Otto was gonna like tear down Canis.
No, Otto would. Canis is a very auto-beam servant. Canis is a very auto-beam servant.
This is a servant I've seen a lot of people use. Like she is someone that is always performing very high on damage.
You're right. She's tanky. You would enjoy that.
I think Canis.
Yeah, and the third skill. Yeah, you gotta
She has 50% crit rep on MP. What are you guys talking? Why do you guys refuse to bring that up?
Look,
just 50% crit rep on an MP on a Buster servant that has what, like big star gen every turn on skill 2.
Look,
dude, this character's insane. What do you mean? This is like
I know.
This is like
I thought people wanted to rate her lower, so I thought I was pushing it. I didn't want to.
No, this character is like a 5-star kid almost. Not okay. Well, I guess not really.
Okay,
but like,
okay.
Skill 1 sucks. Skill 1 sucks. Everything else is fine. Skill 1 fucking sucks. Okay. But
yeah, the first 2 skills are kind of bursty in how they work, but like I mean, you still got 15 stars per turn and a battery there, and just like good attack buffs.
I don't know. I think, and also yeah, her Rider version is pretty underrated. Partially because of my fault, because I think anyways. But yeah, like Canis, I think is super underrated. I think Canis is really good. I think Canis should be an A. Other than that,
yeah, sometimes when I look back on this, I'm like, I changed a couple things, but I'm like, would I win that argument? I don't know.
Kagetora's value really depends on if you value her, how free she is.
Kagetora is just, she
okay.
just doesn't really have much anything unique. It's the Saber Hokusai situation again. I think I prefer her over Saber Hokusai because she has some, like she has an evade on a low cooldown instead of a shitty guts skill, and she
isn't
also
her gain much better?
I think
her arts gain is better, no? Oh,
I think they're pretty similar, but Hokusai has 2 quick cards instead of 2 buster cards. But Hokusai is a little higher.
Yume Red should be higher, or maybe it's one guy, but no, she shouldn't. I think she's fine where she is.
Yeah, I don't, because I think Tamamo after the buff isn't worse than Yumerin anymore, and like
I think
that's
equal.
I feel like I honestly feel like having you below Dobrina might be a bit much. So like I would I wouldn't be opposed to having her higher.
Really? I mean, I know she's good. I've used her. I always pick her if I am doing like a free-to-play only run on anything. But
against man, yeah, she does it. She does good.
I guess.
And she spams really easily.
I do like her better than Kagetora as a welfare just because of the anti-male. So I guess that's fine. I don't think she should be higher.
Wait, you know I was saying Dobrina, right?
By the way, Lancer Lee is worse.
Yeah. You said
I wanted
to.
Okay.
I wanted to bring Lancer
Lee
down.
I don't know.
I don't.
I was confused how you were reacting to it.
You know what? I don't know Lancerly. I don't know him good enough.
Lancerly has 1-turn buffs, and they're not very good. The only thing he has going for him is he does have Ignore and Invuln on a skill. Like, that's it.
He also has Sure Hit,
okay.
so you
okay.
have it on 2
Here's
turns.
the other character
So
I'm going to defend here.
The 3-turn.
Here's the other character I think maybe should be in B instead of lower. Neja.
No.
Yes.
I hate Neja so much.
Yes, I don't. Plushie, I don't get it. I don't know why everyone hates her so much.
I think Neja is absolutely fine. I don't know why people are like, "Oh my god, she's so trash."
Boring and bad, and I hate her.
She's boring.
Yeah, like boring,
Not
sure,
bad.
but you have everything you need there. Like,
no one likes Neja. I don't. No one likes her.
Like ever since her buff.
Gun to your head. You ever used Neja?
yeah.
Yes. Ever since her buff.
Is the gun to your head?
No, ever since her buff, I have kind of liked her a little bit more than Lartoria.
Yeah, she
Lalter.
She even has her
not
own,
Lartoria, Lalter.
She even has her own like anti-trait, so it's like NP upgrade with
Eris.
with like
Eris is also overhated. I've used Eris, and man, this is why I love doing like welfare or free-to-play only runs, because it gives me a lot of like
in boss runs. Eris is Also,
yeah.
the name literally Eris.
Yeah, I know.
I hate Eris. That's the name. Anyway,
Eris is the English pronunciation.
That's what it said. That's how I read it in game when I open it up. I see the symbol.
Fine.
Anyway, the point is yeah, she's good for bosses. I do understand that. She just is absolutely unusable in farming.
So use someone else. You got so many people in that niche. Who gives a shit? Like you want her to actually be able to farm and then shit on the other ones that are actually paid when she's in evocation. Maybe actually, it'd be pretty fun. But Erise is. I have gradually like not care about single core looping more and more every year. I've given less and less of a shit about single core looping. I don't really care at all. I think it is just you're farming 90 plus with that shit, or 90, or
yeah,
like
but she's not very good at 90 plus either. Or 90
no. That's what I mean. But I'm saying like as an AOE arts like DPS Lancer, I don't think she's. I guess Lancer
she's
Ultra
only
also
good
isn't that
if
bad.
You're like taking into a boss
people
fight.
in C+ are not bad at all. Actually, I don't think people in C+ are actually that bad. I feel like
we started with Liz, and Liz is B, and they're worse than Liz, and so the only thing I can say is put them in C.
Then why is Liz in B?
Well, because I didn't think I could argue for higher.
30% defense down, 40% attack up. Skill seal, buff remove. Is it?
I tried to argue.
It's 60% attack mod total.
Oh fuck!
Like she's all right. It's just like her.
Oh, it's 20. I'm so sorry.
Like if you don't need the buff removal, like what she does isn't. It's not like super standout, you know.
Yeah, but when you do need it, it is super standout.
Skill seal and female buff.
But it's the worst kind of buff removal you can have. Look, why? So if you need to remove one buff, why would you use her instead of like Nightingale?
Because I'm using a female and I don't need buff removal resist.
And I don't need the guts.
But you have 20% attack. You have 20%.
No, 40% attack.
30% NP damage. Like you get a lot of things out of Nightingale,
I guess.
too. I
guess
she might die easier.
I guess I don't know.
I mean,
well, yeah, I really like the skill seal. I really like the skill seal because she dies easier. But that is actually TA brain rot. I can't even argue that without getting fucking destroyed by the community.
Oh yeah, and also. On that note, you also get a debuff cleanse and a little heal on Nightingale. I know that never comes into play when people.
No, the debuff cleanse does come up though sometimes. Yeah, I agree.
It's only one debuff, unfortunately. The same problem.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends on the sequence of the boss, right? Like how like why she's perfect for demonic Bodhisattva is because she puts the invul last. Like imagine if she swaps the she swaps the sequence where she puts the invul on herself, and it's not the not the last buff she puts on her. It will make every DB run 10 times harder. But anyways, that's beyond the point. But yeah, like I guess Lancers are just better because I don't even think Janta is that unusable. Like
yeah, I feel like C was a bit low for her.
Like Jolter, Santa, Lily.
I don't know.
I mean, in comparison, she's not great, I would say, but like she's not even unusable. Like the worst Lancers are not unusable. Who are you? Oh, you're covering Kin Young Yu. I keep forgetting. But like, but like I think the worst Lancers aren't even unusable. So I guess Lancers are just better. Lancers is just a better class than I guess they're just built different.
The hill I'm dying on is King Lang Yu is one of, if not the worst 4-star in the game.
She is. There are no fights that really want a character like her, unfortunately. Like most fights, I feel it's just. It's
my piece has already been heard, so I don't really have anything to say.
Yeah, it's just like the game doesn't suit her. I mean, this is kind of like finding excuses for it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's society.
It's the game's fault.
It's society's fault that you're bad. But like it kind of is, right? But
it's not my fault. They designed her kit so that she heals when she gets crit, and she only starts applying non-crit things after she's been hit by normal attacks, which means you can just get crit right away and die. Like,
wait, she heals when people crit her. Right? I remember looking at her kid and I was like, she heals only when people crit her, and then she adds a bunch of crit resist.
Yeah, so you don't get crit then.
Yeah,
it's crit damage down.
It's crit damage down?
It's not crit down.
No, then that's fine. Wait, okay, no, then that's not her. Then it's not her skills. What's that summer sea featuring her? What's that crit resistance? Is it damage?
Yeah, it's crit resistance.
There you go. Okay, that was the thing I was making fun of. Is her CE? Never mind. Then that's fine. Then that don't.
Yeah. Yeah. The issue though is like oftentimes the enemies that do crit consistently, it's because they
just fucking kill you.
Like it's that they have like skills or stuff that give them crit buffs, and she removes buffs with crits. So
true. Like the what's the people in Lost Belt 1 called? The bird beak face people. I don't remember. I don't know how to pronounce that Russian word. Yeah, Lost Belt 1. You know those assassins? They're assassins that have like a bird mask. Yeah. Those. Yeah, they can't crit unless they buff themselves with crit rate up. Like they literally have 0 base crit rate unless they use a skill. So there are other. I think there are other bosses that do this. So it is like you said, it's really funny. Like here, it's just. I think it's too much to.
Yeah, but if they can't crit because you're removing the buffs, then you're also never going to get healed. So the heal thing is useless.
Yeah. It's just. Like she is just designed in a very weird way because she's
designed very badly.
So what ends up happening with that? Hold on a second. I want to say
if her NP had a had a better 10% defense down is too low for there's a reason why the good versions of this type of NP Van Gogh and Super Ryan give 100-200% of a buff.
I think
10% is bad.
I think part of the rationalization of it is you're going to have several stacks of that skill up because it lasts 5 turns. So you get crit once.
It's only 3 times though.
Yeah,
the on attack one though, like the one where she attacks people.
Well, no, I'm talking about the one where she gets attacked and the team gets healed. Because if she has 2 stacks of it, that means she's gonna be doing depending on what you overcharge, it's you the whole team gets 5,000 health from one crit. It's 2,000 at base.
Not really overcharging, so it's 4,000.
I just think she needs to do more.
And it's 12,000 health.
I think she needs to do more on top of the gimmick, because getting hit sucks. So if one of your gimmicks is I benefit from taking hits, that can't be your only gimmick. And I think she's kind of, not 100%, but she's kind of in that camp of like, if they don't crit me, it almost doesn't feel worth using her. And if that's the case, then she's bad. Because like, you don't want... This is also why you know, people like Angra is so bad and they have to overtune Bazette so much, you know, because like if your main gimmick is taking hit and then doing something afterwards, you need a lot to justify that, because you don't want to fucking take hits at all in this game, right? It like if you can avoid taking hits, you avoid taking hits. So you need a lot to justify that, and they tend to not do that for non 5 stars. If Kin Liang Yu was designed as a 5-star, I bet she would like either get massive bonuses from getting hit by a crit. Like if people crit her, oh, they're fucking dead. Like next turn, their head would explode or something.
I mean, I think like,
they would have a lot of other stuff on top of that.
All they've ever done is buff her guts and added some stars.
Yeah, yeah. If she gets another buff,
longer to add stars.
Yeah, she has
if they gave her an NP buff, they could easily give her an NP buff that makes her very, very good.
Yeah, yeah. Like, she has a lot of potential. I think she's a fun servant at least. Because like I think in this game you need more fun servants at this point. You don't need like another fucking solid looper who cares.
Yeah, like it's like her and Inchun were the first instances, and Inchun is also one, a Lancer, and two, not very good.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean, they were designed earlier than... No, they knew how bad Angra Mind You was, and they had to overtune Bazette to the wazoo to be like, oh man, is this good enough for an SSR? Is this good enough to justify an SSR? And then because they kept doing that, they kept second guessing like, okay, this might not be enough. Bazette ended up being a very good servant. But despite her, in my opinion, being like S tier, there's still people that don't like to use her. Like, people probably would prefer using Melt because it's easier. Because I don't have to think about, oh man, what if I take a hit? Or like, no, I don't care. I use my MP, they die, right? It's just a difficult playstyle to justify in the first place. And you need a lot of things to make it feel like it's worth, I guess, is the main argument against Kin Liang Yu. But there you go. Wow, that was a lot of yapping.
I think
everything else is...
I think you've talked at least half of this podcast so far.
I think everything other than that is fine. I do find I haven't really been able... I haven't ever been able to use Don Quixote in multi-core just because he has no self-charge. But he's still really good. I like he works against Big Yuolga, right? She's super large and giant. It's one of them. Maybe both of them.
I don't
know why I didn't use him. I don't know why I didn't use him against her. It should work. I mean, I could try it now, but I'm doing something else. But yeah, it should work.
Yeah, Don Quixote's damage is like all right.
Yeah.
I'm just usually hesitant to talk about his damage because I'm used to him at higher NP levels. Like, you want him higher NP levels for what he does, because like one of his best use cases is multi-core, and multi-core is something that like you always want high NP levels on. It's more so than a lot of things.
Here's the problem with multi-core, because like most multi-core setups is 2 DPS and then you have one support and you plug out the other support, right? So his party charge is basically a targetable 30 battery that he can't put on himself in multi-core. Like, the other side doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't he charges the other 2 people, right? Mm-hmm. But one side doesn't matter for multi-core farming 90% of the time.
It's
it only matters for one side.
It's not always the case. Like, if you're using an arts servant on the other side, then you can use a Castoria NP.
Yeah, but like that is not as because I remember Because like this is what a slippery slope literally is. Because when I was watching you guys rate him, the conclusion is that's basically spread 30. It's not spread 30, dude. Not even close to being spread 30. One of the most valuable. Yes, one of the most valuable things about spread 30 is 30 to self. Yeah. So like as much as I hate defending that specific character, Charlotte Corday has a better battery than Don Quixote.
You know, I didn't
Charlotte Corday.
When you said Charlotte Corday, that's not who I thought you were about to say.
No. Of course, I'm gonna like. Yeah. Well, Koyan Dark is real spread 30, right? Like, there's nothing to discuss there. But Charlotte Corday literally has a better battery than Don Quixote because it's 30 for herself and then 30 for another person, and she can also put the 30 on herself again. So like it's literally so much better than his battery. So like in reality, it's not even close to being a spread 30. So I'm not trying to downplay him. He has a very good glow up from what he was, but I also kind of disagree with him in A. But he does do really good damage against big people.
So
giant people.
Also,
so maybe
yes,
I do like that.
I feel like you also
one other thing.
You also might be forgetting that he has charge per turn for himself.
Oh, true. Yeah, I definitely.
So he can get the 30% on his own.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, you're right. No,
also,
it's 10%
you mentioning
per turn,
Charlotte
so
Corday reminded me that I actually just hate the illustrator. Parvati, Nessa, Charlotte Corday, all the same illustrator.
Dude, okay.
The worst illustrator in FGO.
Okay, here's the thing.
Take a shot. He's talking about how much he doesn't like the art of an artist. Whoa.
Here's the thing. I don't want to talk about this illustrator because I don't know if you guys follow FGO drama.
That was a long time ago. Yeah, there's some group that like harassed the person really bad.
Yeah, he is like.
And there's also a lot of people that just don't like the person because they have.
I forgot what he said.
Like probably one of the most simple art styles.
Well, yeah, he has long been one of the worst. Like people see like if you ask people who's the worst artist in FGO, like half the people are gonna tell you that guy. Because like people love Boudica, but people only like Boudica, right? But what ended up happening was his father passed away.
Oh no!
This is a long time ago, and then when he was mourning, people on Twitter harassed him after his father died, so he shut down all social media. So
well, that's not good.
So that's what happened. It was just because of his art style. So yeah, it is
pretty
just
awful.
Man.
Did you hear what happened with Estrella's artist? Because
basically,
Estrella.
I think he's political. He's not. People didn't hate it. Well, people didn't like Estrella, but like people didn't like how they drew Luvia. But
yeah. So the reason why Luvia came out looking the way she did was because the artist was given very little time to produce a draft, and then they sent them a draft of it, and they were like, "All right, that's what we're going with." And
he's like, "Wait!"
Everyone was like, "Hey, this doesn't look good. This looks unfinished." And the artist was like, "Hey, I finished it. Please, like you can put this version into the game if you want." And they sort of just ghosted him, and everyone ended up harassing him. So
yeah,
it was,
and also
it was rough.
None of this would have happened if the first guy didn't draw Sakura Mato from Fate Stay Night. That is the first Sakura character, like the first real Sakura character. Because BB's not real Sakura. I'm not hearing it. The first Sakura character in FGO drawn by that character. First and only Luvia drawn by that person. Right? So, like, because they are Stay Night. Or not Stay Night. Luvia's not Stay Night. But, like, you know, they're some of the OG, like, Fate crews. Yeah, they're one of the OG Fate, like, characters that are super beloved.
She was in Unlimited Codes, so she's basically a Fate Stay Night character.
Like, basically, if you don't have Takeuchi drawing these characters,
just like Dearman,
you are going to be put under a giant microscope and then like super like people are gonna nitpick the shit out of your art. If they drew a random fucking character, people wouldn't care. If they drew who's a random character that nobody cares?
Parvati.
No, okay. If they drew Britomart, nobody would have cared. If they drew I
God
can't
damn it,
think
can
of
we
it.
stop comparing her to other AoE Lancers?
Okay,
AoE quick Lancers,
okay.
like there's
If
other
they
characters
drew-
like her. God damn it.
If they drew a random like even a quote-unquote beloved character that got completely forgotten after the event came out because of Omi, not Bishone, Kurohime. If he drew Kurohime,
Right.
I think people.
All right, there's
I
a
think
4-star at that event. Oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
right.
Nobody fucking remember Kurohime. People are like, oh man, Bishone is overhated. At least she's remembered because she has the stupid sock puppet dragon in her MP. The one that is actually forgotten is Kurohime because people are like, oh man. There you go. That's not true though. Plushie fucks it, Karen. Yeah, but yeah. I'm not saying all of them are gonna be hated, but all of them are gonna be like very nitpicked. Like Karen's artist drew the Rin faces. You know, like that's also kind of like, you know, hey, I already did the Rin face, so I have free reign of drawing other beloved characters, right? Like because everybody loved the Rin faces. Everybody loved Ishtar. Not everybody loves Ishtar, but like Ishtar and Eresh, at least you love one of them, right? That they're kind of like whatever.
Damn,
But
Kurohime is starting to occupy the same part of my brain as those characters that appear in dreams every now and then of like I go back and I play like Smash Melee or something and I unlock characters that weren't in the game and just no one recognizes them.
Oh, the fucking Fire Emblem, 5th Fire Emblem character DLC.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah. So yeah. But wow. That got a lot sidetracked. But anyways, there you go. That's my take on the Lancer tier list. I think Tama Lancer should get an MP upgrade.
She should.
Yeah.
Yeah, her MP
Sure.
only has one effect. There you go. That's it. I'm done.
You know, if they give her an NP buff, she would like you wouldn't be able to make the argument of you Lancer being better.
Yes, that's good. Because one of them is
like,
completely
it's
free.
not-
They can just buy in the
it's not down
shop.
to
There's a
NP
5-star.
levels.
She was even on rate up. They should have buffed her instead of Karna.
Well, she was on rate up not because of Ordeal Call. She's on rate up because she's a Lancer.
So was Karna.
No, Karna was buffed because of because he's an Ordeal Call 3.
I understand. I know where you're coming from, but
Amamo needs a buff? No! Well, yes. But also, the fake one needs a buff as well.
Yeah, Korean Light.
Sure. If you buff Koyan Light's MP, I will switch mains.
Black Grail loop.
No, I will switch mains. I will switch mains right now. Koyan Dark, I'm kicking you to the curb because every time I try to do a run with her, I get sniped. Okay, actually, time to check the spreadsheet if I got sniped. Please don't. I'm begging you. Okay, I didn't get sniped yet.
Would you use Summer Tamamo on non-male? Yes, because I have her 120.
Summer Tomo on non-male right now is no, just because like her MP doesn't do anything else. I think that's just a big problem. Like her MP doesn't even need to do more damage. Well, the base MP upgrade, yes, but like she doesn't need to get another like 30% MP damage up before damage. That's a bonus effect. She can get like I don't know. She doesn't need Star Gen. She also doesn't need MP gain. What can she get on her MP as another effect? What the hell are that?
No, that's way too scary with her because she spams way too easy.
Just
Like,
every Tamamo is
others
cooldown
is-
reduction. But yeah, I mean, you can give her something else, but
I could give cooldown reduction to Tomacat.
Should I roll on Waverse banner after 2 weeks for only the versus CE? That is actually a question I'm asking my server as well. When versus come back inevitably in a 5-way split, do I drop 3 grand on it to MLB?
No.
Holy shit! Dude, it's so bad. That banner. I assume we were talking about NA. That banner I rolled on. I rolled 600 Saint course to get 1 versus, and I got 2 waivers. You have to have you have to be prepared to waste money on that banner. I would say no. Do not do it. Unless you are one of the most hardcore TA people. But if you're a hardcore TA person, you probably wouldn't ask me because you would just have
you'd be like
money out of have money out of your ass and then just MLB it anyways.
Dude, imagine if they announced at White Day they're putting individual rate ups on the old 5-star CEs.
I would. I mean, yeah. I mean that's. I would definitely MLB versus. If they single rate up Poster Girl, I will MLB Poster Girl.
So will I, because it's so useful.
Actually, it's so dumb. I hate that shit.
Attack.
It's actually so dumb. Oh man, I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm getting gated by so many TAs. I'm getting gated because I don't have versus and I don't have Poster Girl. It is actually so painful.
The
I don't
arc
know.
Fight, the people doing it with Poster Girl.
Yes, Cuckoo frontline only that with Poster Girl, and the usual guy who does the Cuckoo runs can't do it because he doesn't have MLB Poster Girl. It's just nothing else can substitute that. It's just too much damage.
The less ramp up time you have, the better Poster Girl is.
But
yeah,
this is the difference between you and I. On NA, I have a single Poster Girl, and I would trade it for 2 versus.
Yeah,
I don't have any other taunt CEs.
Well, if I had one or the other, yes, I'd want versus.
I think versus, yeah. Versus is just too ridiculous. 100% power mod, and also this BB Dubai fight, right?
Oh, I meant not versus.
Outrage.
Outrage, yes, outrage. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. So this BB Dubai Super Collection,
one turn toss.
She gets Invul Pierce before she force charges the MPZ, right? And I have to use my non-MLB versus because that's the only way Koyan Dark survives the MP. Remember, versus also gives you 50% defense up MLB and 40% defense up against Divine, so you can tank MPs with that shit. So it is actually so good for Divine boss fights. It's 3 turns, but you basically become unstoppable for 3 turns, and it's just, man, that's crazy. But anyways, I hate MLB versus check. That's, man. If I get sniped again by an MLB versus, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna shit my pants. Anyways, yeah, sorry. We can go to the next topic now. It's already 6.
Yeah.
I got one.
What?
Foreigner class score unlock.
Yeah, they unlock the foreigner class score. If you have a foreigner, you can do the quest and beat the big Olga, and you can have foreigner class score. Anyways, that's the news for that one.
Yeah, that's it. This means they might not do an ordeal call for foreigner though.
I have a feeling. What my guess is, they're probably still going to do some sort of event.
It's not a main chapter.
Yeah, they'll probably just recycle it as an event story, because if they were planning on doing a foreigner ordeal call, and I have a feeling they didn't just.
People's theory is. People's theory is just Mateo slept for 5 years and he didn't write anything.
That would make sense, actually.
He's a Requiem author that just killed oh no. So yeah.
On another note, something that happened last night. It was unfortunately a little bit after the Lancer stream ended, but I finished perfecting the Dobrynya.
Nice.
Got all 5 Appends completely maxed out. Bond 13.
Nice. You should celebrate by killing the big Olga with her. Because Lancer.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Also, I kind of on a whim, I went and did a lot of Lancer class score. So now it's like plus, I think it's plus 47. I ran out of these things.
I think due to the recent change, at the very least, dust is a lot less of an issue because they literally doubled it. But another thing, because like we get no torches, but do you know what they could lock torches behind? Lock torches behind?
Quests.
Super recollection quests.
It's funny that you think they would do that.
No, they still have normal torch distribution, but they just give you more if you do super recollection. Because most people don't care if you're not doing hard difficulty fights, right? Like class score, especially higher, like a lot of like the end branches of class score, you don't really care. And locking bonus compasses behind super recollection, it is end game content that unlocks end game content. That's literally the perfect thing they could lock behind super recollection instead of 200 mana prisms.
I have a feeling they're gonna do some sort of update that helps you do class score faster on Anniversary.
They're
might
gonna
be something
add the
small, might be something big. Who knows?
They're gonna add the welfare you Olga, where whenever you clear any quest with her, you would drop a random torch. I think this is actually a good opportunity to like characters like Mash has a play still just because she's 0 cost and she has party-wide bond boost. You can make like Habertrot do something like that, like main story clear welfares that are permanent. You can give them like a drop bonus passive or something. I think that could be more incentive for people to like grind for these characters. Or monument drops, maybe. I don't know. We don't have any monument drop Cs. You can give Olga monument drop bonus.
Well, guys,
I already did mine. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I haven't done mine.
Okay,
good.
That's good.
Shit.
Because guess what? I have one left. I have one SQ.
Then why on this?
I
Why her?
I wasn't. I didn't say I was doing that. I don't know who I want to put it on. Chat. Who should I roll it on? I don't plan on putting it on the Beam of Banner because I looked and I think I rolled like 13 copies of Dobrynia. So like, yeah.
How many Canis do you have? I tend to aim for 4 stars in these because like.
Oh, I'll be right back.
I have one. I think I have like NP3 Melusine though. I'm not sure if I want that.
You're not gonna get Melusine.
Oh,
Britomart. I guess Britomart because Britomart is good. I mean, if you want
Britomart's there. Honestly. Okay.
Vitra.
For a second. Okay. Her shirt is flesh colored. Like the lighting has her shirt be the same color. The one with what's his name? Kenneth's wife.
Oh.
Yeah, the newer one. Yeah. Anyways. All right. Well.
Roll a Resh. If you get a Resh, put her in EX. Oh, okay. Sola you. Oh, you.
Sola. All right. Well.
Let's see. Three lines.
That is the last
turn gold.
The last daily
it's a
single.
good servant.
Yeah, it's a good servant. Dang, I rolled it. Oh shit! Holy shit! I've got a cursed amount of servants right now.
Wait for Draco rerun. You get her. Number of the Beast. Dude, I love it. I love how Number of the Beast cooldown is 7.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. Other effects are 666. It's 6 turns of MP generation per turn, it's 6 hits of damage cut and 6 hits of crit damage.
Yeah.
But I'm back. Did you
really,
get anything?
You give it a 7-turn cooldown.
Hold on.
Well, pull me up.
You're really giving Number of the
So
Beast a 7-turn cooldown, bro. Like, come on, really?
All right. Oh, okay, that's what's happening here. What? I was confused for a second because it's semi-transparent.
It's because 6.66 rounds up to 7. That is such a fucking bogus reason, dude. Shut up.
All right, you're
it's
up.
not why. That is not why. There is no way that's the reason. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah, the most satanic fraction, 2/3.
It's too evil.
2/3.
Oh, I still haven't posted her review because things keep happening. Dude, yesterday was like the craziest day in terms of content drop, no?
Really?
We got Olga and then Super Recollection, technically on the same day. At least for Japanese people, it's on the same day. Actually, was it? No, it's 2 days, but like still crazy.
I'm sure now was very happy.
Yeah, it was a crazy day that happened within 25 hours.
I mean, Nao's not posting Olga spreadsheet anyways. It probably doesn't affect him. The Olga. Japanese people are very they really follow the rules. I don't see anyone posting anything about Olga other than very small Twitter channels. But you have to realize a lot of JP Twitter accounts, like you see them fully type in Japanese and then like everything is Japanese. They're Chinese. They're Chinese people.
Really?
Yes. A lot of them are Chinese people. They just really know Japanese, or Taiwanese people, or like other Asian countries, or like Koreans.
Secret Chinese invading your FGO community.
I mean, Silver Arrow, he's Chinese. His entire Twitter page has no trace of Chinese on it. The Bima guy is Taiwanese, actually. The guy who always uses Bima and has a Bima account, I think he's Taiwanese. I could be wrong, or Chinese. I don't want to dox him anyways, but he's not Japanese. But his entire Twitter page is also pure Japanese.
Nice. Hey, you can give that to me. I'd love to get my second one MLB.
Why do you want a cope scope? It's so bad.
Because
no, it's good for you Olga quest. Because it's a second scope and you can't dupe.
Oh, true.
Massive brain.
So the big Olga, she has a pose where she has her hands up, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's the absolutely cinema pose."
Yeah, it is the absolute cinema pose.
Yeah, and I made it
hilarious
out of it because I did it. I did it once. I can do it again, I guess.
I should do a 10 roll. Which one should I do it into?
Bima balls.
Bima? All right, Bima balls. No. Bima balls. Here we go.
No, he's gonna do the multi. He's gonna do it, but he's gonna Bima balls.
Go back. We're Bima balls.
It's absolute cinema.
Yeah, I hope she's playable soon. She's cute.
Oh yeah. Go for the Bima balls.
Actually, they're not rerunning Bishone, right? It's only servant up until last year.
Banner.
Yeah. Bishone doesn't get a rerun.
Yeah, Bishone doesn't get.
It's only servants up until the end of last year.
Yeah. She's pretty good. I'm glad you guys put her in EX, but I also am surprised that nobody fought against putting her in EX.
No one has strong feelings about her. Like, she's just like, no one really cares about her. Like, no one knows enough about her to fight against.
Well, no, she's really strong. She's just also boring.
I mean, dude, it's so much damage though. I thought you only cared about damage.
Huh?
Good thing I don't min-turn. You don't have to min-turn with her to do good. All of her poisons are... Well, not all, but like... Actually, no. All of her poisons are 5-turn, no? The 3-turn poison are from command codes. Like, all of her actual poisons are 5 turns. it's kind of like the Romulus thing. Like, yeah, she's very good if you can like min-turn get a Brave Chain every turn and you immediately cap out on the poison. But like overall, you're gonna have anti-trait like forever almost. Like you're gonna always have her anti-poison up for a couple of stacks, and that's just already good damage. 2 stacks of poison is 130. 3 stacks of poison is a normal anti-trait already. Like, man, it's really good. Like, these types of servants are just dangerous.
On my dailies, and now this, I haven't gotten anything in a while.
You're gonna get 3 Tsukumiharas in the last.
Unlikely.
There it is. Here it is.
No, it's the next one.
How the fuck is this still in the pool? I remember that CE for so long. Like it came out so long ago. Artoria.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Artoria.
Oh, that's a back-to-back Fergus. No, it's not. Oh, I thought it's immediately loaded.
I think that's the end. Oh, it's just 2 Be Elegant ripoffs.
Look, no. To be fair, that is a better CE by far than Be Elegant, because that's a star drop CE. A 4-star star drop CE is actually pretty nice.
Yeah, but I have like 50 million of those now. They're not uncommon anymore.
Well, I mean, they usually occurred like on gotcha banners.
Oh, wait, switch back to me. There's something we need. There was a new quality of life thing I want to show.
Oh, filters.
Yeah.
And I know Otto can't read, so I'll explain it. So, we have these new filters. They start from here, right? So this is good.
Lawful.
Neutral.
Yeah, sorry, I can't.
Chaotic.
Sorry, chaotic. Sorry. No, I'm looking at the stream on the screen. Lawful, neutral, chaotic, good, balanced, evil. So lawful, evil, sky trait.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
There she is.
That's all we got. Earth trait, a lot more. Yeah. Man trait, way more. Star trait, 1.
Yeah, we don't have to open up FJO Wiki for this anymore. Oh my god!
The lawful evil beast, Vitch.
Well, yeah, we don't have to fucking FJO Wiki's dead.
White bread with mayonnaise, neutral balanced man.
Okay.
Isn't that? That's a lot of people.
Right. Any beasts? No.
What's the new bond CE do? It gives anyone who has the costume trait 20% bond. But you don't have to be wearing the costume. You just have to have a costume.
Neutral and balanced are like the most boring of character descriptions.
It's just impossible to have any synergy with neutral balanced.
Chaotic evil.
But you can be targeted by a
This is your Doman filter.
Yeah, the Dolman filter. I have a lot of servants I like here.
You have 3 chaotic evil beasts.
I mean, it's beasts. Oh, I have them all 120. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. These are your 120s.
Please kill Marlins. Oh, dude, this is gonna take so long. This is gonna take 20 years.
Yeah, this is such a useful filter for me.
Yeah, Koyan Light has a costume, but I don't know if you want to rush Koyan Light and Oberon's bond levels, dude. Yeah, they both have costume.
So you can search. So we have single target, or sorry, all targets, single target, support, NP. So support, chaotic, evil, man, enemy. Or not damaging.
We haven't gotten a chaotic evil CE, which is surprising. I feel like chaotic evil so far is the most like.
Well, you see, that's because Domon's not on staff yet.
Oh, true.
Where is Doman?
Oh, true. If we recruit him, then yeah, he would. But then why is Koyanskaya a CE? She's not staff.
Well, I mean, she was on our side at like in Letsplay 7.
Yeah. I hope she's also on my side when I'm trying to land a 90% Buster crib. Are you on my side?
Yeah, I'm also, by the way.
Fucking, Otto. I should have been streaming this.
100 recently.
comedic timing. She actually missed the 90% buster crit. Thank you so much, Quentin.
Wait,
as
you got
usual.
What?
I got past level 100 with her. I'm grailing her.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, we're not talking about the Olga quest, but like, you can use both Hakunos in your team build.
Yes.
They just have to be in the different team, and that is actually so important for my welfare only run because Hakuno is so good here. Because if you get everyone else killed, the quick card will guarantee a survive, and and they have really good buster damage as well.
They do. I was trying to see if I could do it in 3 different teams. I think I might be able to.
Can you kill Merlin? 86 HP.
Tonally Go actually just destroys this. By the way,
is she
fight.
evil? Is she evil?
No, but Moriarty.
Oh, I think she's chaotic. I think Arcade is the best. Well, not Arcade.
She's chaotic.
I think the Minturn ended up being Romulus, Quirinus, and Arcade.
It's Romulus and Bima.
Is that the super version?
No.
Apparently, well, because Japanese people refuse to post footage, but apparently the super version Minturn is done. It's done by Arcade and Romulus Quirinus Hyper. Romulus Quirinus with MLB Poster Girl and Arcade with Super Black Girl. I think it was actually Minturn by Aloha. I'm not 100% sure because they don't post footage.
He won't post it. Coward that he is.
Arc? I think they're chaotic. I think she's chaotic.
Chaotic and she's weak to Moon Cancer.
Yeah.
She's weak to Lancer, Caster, Pretender, and Moon Cancer. Yeah. It's such an odd grouping of classes.
I mean, Arcade and CL.
Right? Or is it something else?
Beast is neutral to other beasts.
No, I was asking if Olga was Beast. Attribute.
She is.
No, she's Sky.
Sky.
No, she's Sky.
You mean? Oh yeah, she's Sky. She's not Beast alignment. Yeah. She's Sky. She's the
trade,
Earth Olga.
It's not alignment. It's attribute. Oh, God, get it
attribute,
right.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah. She is. Yeah, she is. She's Sky. When she's literally like planted in rock. She's not divine.
And you can like target her horns, right?
Yeah.
If you kill the horns, you get.
You don't have to
buffs.
kill the horns. You just have to hit it.
Yeah,
I have a whole
it's very
tutorial.
Paper Mario-esque.
Hold on. I actually have like a whole tutorial written down in my pin comment.
Tonally Go does in fact kill the horns here though. So it's
It's crazy how many gimmicks this fight has, but it's really cool. I love this style of because the presentation, it's a big raid boss that you throw a bunch of. This is like ORT but better. Yeah.
That's a lot of buffs.
Yeah.
And she did the hands.
It's like 2% per buff, but every 5 buffs accumulated, they would combine and become a bigger buff. It's actually so funny. So the strategy would be spamming AoEs first, regardless if you kill her or not. It doesn't actually matter that much. Like killing obviously is better, but like you don't have to really kill it. And then like you can finish her off with single targets.
Well, you heard it here. Plushy said that killing is better.
CL is really good here because whenever she wipes your front line, she heals like 1,000,000. But CL has heal down when you hit her with arts. It's actually like heal down is actually good here. People has like I think Komachi has heal down. Komachi's actually good here as well.
I'm sure Shiba would be very great with her 30% heal down on her NP.
I mean, yeah, it would. It literally it's like it's 30% removed from 1,000,000. So she would heal.
Yeah, but like I would prefer she did 30% more damage and just not did that.
Honestly, because she heals so much, sometimes she heals back more than you've dealt to her in like 3 turns. Like if your DPS is weak, you don't even like she would heal back more HP. Like your progress would go backwards. So having heal block or heal down actually is really good here. So yeah, but cool boss, very cool boss.
It is a very cool boss.
Is she divine?
No.
Yes. Is she?
No.
I thought
don't
she
think
was.
she's divine.
Why
No.
would she be divine?
Presidents are gods.
Ah, yes.
Um,
Such as
Uh-oh.
our one servant that is a president, which is not, which isn't even a
that's true.
president, actually. He's all of the presidents and none.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm not gonna take out the second bar with Total Eco.
That's crazy how he can almost do 2 bars. I tried with my Bavanshi. That's the only hyper I have that's counterclass, and she struggled to take out 2 bars.
Yeah, then
But this is very cool.
Oh, so
I
it's
spent-
a raid and it's like it's just one battle with like a
Yes.
bunch of different servants. Oh, okay.
yes.
Yeah, it's really cool. The present, it actually feels like, because like ORT you like get kicked out of the fight and you go back. This doesn't. You just continue throwing servants at. I think this is what ORT would have been if they didn't run out of time to like code him.
Maybe. But this is such
Yeah.
a cool fight. The way it works, like, because you got your
Yeah.
teams, they come in the cycle. The debuffs and everything carry over. It is such a cool version.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
can't
90.
Can't you theoretically like increase your damage way higher than normal because you could cycle through like 6 debuffers in 2 turns?
Yes, but she heals a lot and she gets a bunch of debuff immune on breaks.
Yeah,
She gets, like,
would it
6
be cool
debuff
to do that
immunes.
much?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, debuff stick and that's a major strategy, and yeah, the progress keeps. I don't know why she keeps standing up and then fucking sitting down again. That is a very long animation for no reason on break. You're dead. Actually, you have invul.
Yeah, I've involved.
Never mind. Oh, there's another mechanic that's super cool. Whoever's closer to her, she hits harder.
Takes more damage, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I might change to
shockwave.
Buster. No, I'm gonna do it.
It's a shockwave effect. So whoever is standing to the left takes the most damage, and whoever, like, if the leftmost person dies, then the middle person becomes the leftmost person. So like your characters would take more damage as she kills your people from.
So
Yeah, it's
characters
so
very
they're literally
left to
like
right.
meat shields. Okay.
Yeah, they're meat shields.
Yeah.
So actually, a good strat, like what I did in my welfare run, I put, because like Olga's always work in a way where if you're doing super effective, she also does super effective to you. But if she does half to you, you also only do half to them. So I think she does have to like rulers, sabers, avengers, and another class I don't remember. I put them on the left. I put the tanky class on the left, so you can block damage for the fragile classes on the right. That's actually a very I think like if you are running into trouble, you can try to do that. And you just use the tanky characters to attack the horns, because attacking the horns already gives you buffs. So like so I would put like
Boop, boop.
so I'll put like Io or like Ramaru on the left, so they could farm buffs off of the horns, but also protect the characters on the right. It's a very like it's more fun the more you like try to push the fight. And I spent like an entire night doing the barely free to play run, and then somebody on Twitter did it with silvers only, and I was like, holy shit.
Only?
Silvers only. Well, normal difficulty, not the super difficulty, but like silvers only.
Does that also mean like ungrailed silvers?
I think he has like a couple of grailed silvers, but
Okay, because if you give them 2 grails, they're not a silver anymore.
well, not every one of them are grailed. I think he has like Hyper Spartacus. That's it. I think it's literally just Hyper Spartacus. I kind of
Well, Hyper Spartacus
You ever
is
just
actually gold.
Shuffle
so-
cards and you keep getting screwed. Like,
yeah.
holy cow!
I mean, golds are
I had to
really
cycle
like,
through like 100% charge to get a quick card.
in my run, I ended up only using 9 teams. Like, I killed her before the 10th team came up. And a big reason is because Pretender Liz kind of killed 2 bars. Like I had Pretender Liz at a very late team, and then she broke a bar, and then her Buster crit almost killed the last bar. Like one Buster crit dealt like a million.
The buffs from the destroying the horns are permanent, so you do get stronger as the fight goes on.
Yeah, so you put like strong DPSs later, and it's just very fun. Like when you try to solve the puzzle.
The point animation is really funny too. There's some sort of meme that could go with it. I know it.
Yeah. This is, man, I can't wait for Olga to be finally playable. I think this is probably the most built up character in part 2. Right? Like this character, I mean, ever since she died in Fuyuki. Spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler. She died in Fuyuki.
Yeah. We're on the same
spoiler
page
alert. She died in Fuyuki. Ever since she died in Fuyuki, everybody's been waiting for her, and then she just became this like very major character. And then when we thought she finally died, she came back and as like the most fun and innovative gameplay mode we have in the game. Like as much as I like Super Recollection Min turns, I think you Olga has always been
quests are actually the most fun quests.
Yeah, they're the most innovative. Like they also feel the most like modern, I guess, like iteration. Like if you were to imagine like how FGO would play if they would try to modernize it, like every fight would be something similar to this, where like, oh, you know, raid bosses. This feels like a raid boss. This feels like a real raid boss. You know, it's just so fun. I don't.
So angry.
Well, they'll definitely change her kit. They gave her shitty kit to Aoko. So they're gonna give her a new one. She's like, I don't want this. I don't want this. Give it to Aoko. I don't care. But yeah, they there you go. But yeah, she is
damage.
Aoko died for a sin, but like Aoko has a damaging MP, but that's what made her good. Like Yu Olga was so bad in the chapter because her MP doesn't do damage. She doesn't have an MP. If she had an MP, I feel like she wouldn't feel that bad.
Yeah, they're not gonna have her do the. I hope she doesn't do the card manipulation thing in the MP's sacrifice. I think that's too much.
But yeah, Olga.
Also, this mirrored version looks cursed. Please flip it back.
Why? Does this look the same?
No.
Her only positive was 15k burn. Yeah, it was really good against David, actually. Yeah. I think she's a legit pick against that fight. Because David has like, what, 90% special damage res on all the foreigners that have like no HP.
Oh my god, that's a great idea for a name of an emote. Yeah, it is the Gaga emote. It's Olga.
Bruh.
I don't know how to represent it in there.
She has it involved. I'm screwed.
I mean, you still
defensive buffs, does she?
Nope.
I may just
did you pop skill 2 already?
I did.
Oh well, it's over.
I've lost because I auto created every team after this.
No, I didn't.
I'll be done by here.
It's too lazy. Yeah, I'm also too lazy. I just auto pick teams after 5.
The auto pick
other than the
really
free to play
funny.
one. Yeah, they're not that bad though.
What do you mean? Like,
they're not that. I mean, the teams they put had like they put Arcoade, Phantasmoon, and another Buster support in it, and Oberon in the same team.
Well, watch this. Look at this auto team. What am I doing with this?
Oh, I mean, look, Phantasmoon is good. I mean, she's already good here, regardless.
Rats, cats, and penguins. It's quite a combo.
Actually, I can just do this.
You can steal their charge. Don't you want to steal their charge, Ryou?
No.
Yeah, you do more damage that way, dude. Just press the third skill. She got
Press
turned
the third
blue.
skill, it'll be funny.
But yeah, Don Quixote should be pretty good here. And you know, a lot of stuff should be good here. I think the super version, I beat it on the last possible turn. Like the third turn of the third team, the 10th team with Bishone left alive. It was really hype. It was
I have not done the super hard mode yet.
I don't remember ever looking at that NP animation. What the fuck, dude?
It's really lazy. I actually think it's super
Oh no,
lazy.
it melts up front, melts dead.
It looks like 20 times worse than base Arcoades MP.
Oh,
it's actually insane.
Wow.
It's actually
It's melting her.
What?
She got melted.
All right, let's see what the team made. Oh gosh. Hold on.
Karna's. Oh, Oberon. You just win. This is Oberon, Karna, and fucking nuke him.
Yeah. Surely he'll do that much damage, right?
I mean, with all the buffs? No, probably not. I mean, you are on team 6. You've been killing a bunch of horns, maybe.
You should use Oberon's NP first to overcharge it.
Oh, you know what? No, wait a minute.
you put it last to sleep her, but yeah. Any form of stun is really good here. Like Skahak and Medusa Lily are both very good here because like she can randomly remove your defensive buffs or get invul. It's one of her random buffs. So having stun here is the safest to kill her.
Oh, she's not divine.
Yeah, no overcharge icon. That's pretty good damage.
Well, not really. She's about to heal it all because she's about to kill them. By the way.
Well, I mean, you can sleep.
Wait, she might go to sleep. Nap time.
She would sleep. Unless she has debuff. No, yeah, she doesn't have debuff immune this turn, so she would sleep. Yeah. Just not letting her kill your party is very good. Oh yeah, Oberon's like.
Oh, very
Oberon
cool. Thank you.
Oberon buffing the leftmost is actually really good because she stops moving after she kills a taunt as well, just like normal. So that's also a really good thing you can do. In free-to-play comps, you can do something similar with Chengong. You can taunt the leftmost person, so she would not damage your entire party that much. Or Guts. Guts is also very good here. Anyone with Guts. You basically don't want her to wipe. Yeah.
I think Reach is about to die.
She's about to heal, like... I don't know how much she healed. This is the normal version?
Yeah,
let's find out. I think it's like 500k. It's not that much. Well, it's still quite a bit, but...
It was 500,000 damage. It's not too bad.
That was 700k.
See, your progress is gone. Like, you barely did any progress there, other than killing the horns.
I'm good. Don't worry, I got this one.
Okay, Arcoade. Oh yeah, CL is really good. CL has
a cooldown and wants to freeze.
Oh, game
BB jump scare.
Game crash.
BB jump scare.
Dude, I was trying to do a Debrania solo last night, and that same thing kept happening over and over right after the NP, and it was just a wide shot. It's stuck there permanently. And I reset several times. Like I save scummed several times and it kept doing it. I don't know what it was.
Well, I know what gets it to unstick is like slightly exiting the app. Watch out. Like when I press it, I do that and it make sure it doesn't get stuck. Does this invuln spread to the team?
Yes.
You know, I don't know if I actually care to spread it. I might just have her.
It's only one hit. It's only one hit though.
Can she actually change the field here? It'd make it look a little silly.
No, visually no. Unfortunately, like most of the complicated fields, she can't change visually.
Strongest being in the world, but she can't overwrite America.
There's another funny thing.
American heritage.
Oh, this is playing slow. Have I never used this character?
Yeah, probably. Her Arcoade's field has her own BGM.
I don't remember that mountain.
Has her own background music. But she cannot override Alco's music. Like you
they
just
fixed it.
after...
Now whatever you do later.
Oh really? No,
Yeah,
they fixed it. They nerfed Alco's music. No fucking way. Why? Cause like it was so funny because you would hear Arcoade's field music for like 2 seconds, and then Alco's music would kick back in. She just refused to leave.
Man, it really did pair Arc with CL, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, but
yeah.
But I win. This is a freaking win.
Yeah.
Man,
if you
I should have been able to win with the first 3 teams or 4
if
teams.
you spam high level 5 stars, you win? Whoa.
You can still lose if you're stupid about it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
hard, though.
the good thing is the game could be smart for you.
So there's no reason to use Alco? What do you mean? It just can't override Arcoade's music. It still overrides every other music.
I think it's so funny, these lists here where it shows so many people.
Yeah.
Look at these other teams it made. Bima, Ono, and Murasaki. Kiara, BB.
Komachi's so good here. I actually think like Komachi is unironically good here because of the spammable buff removal and the heal down. Like the 2 things I thought was so fucking bad when I was doing. I still haven't posted a review, but like when I recorded her review, I was just like, this MP looks like it does a lot, but most of its stuff don't really matter. But it's actually good here. So
pause for a jump scare. Oh no.
Yeah.
Followed by Hakuno in the room.
Like okay, so
flop.
okay, so when people say I like tower events because that allows me to use all my servants, I disagree with that because tower events are bloated slop content. Like most of the floors are just slop. I think something like the Yu Olgama request is a way better argument for that. It's like, oh, I have to use... Yeah.
Where like that was somehow a central mechanic, those type of fights, like these like long fights. Imagine imagine if there was like a raid where you got rewards and like have the same thing like with the horns, but it actually gave you like actual drops and you had to make 10 teams and go, or like there was a 1 bar team, a 2 bar, a 3 bar version that you could go into as the like, difficulty increased and the drops increased because of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they will probably have to cancel the CE dupe thing though. I think CE no dupes is annoying. I think no servant dupes is obviously good, but like no CE dupes is a little bit. I guess that'll be too pay to win because like I have 4 MLB Black Grails. So I do have 4 MLB Black Grails. So I guess it's a little bit bad, but
you know, I don't see people use Space Rush 3 very often.
No, because
they don't want a seizure.
No, yeah, because I don't know what half her animations are
doing. Want to use Space Irish because ew.
She's good. Stop trash talking her. I'll break your legs.
Did you do this min turn yet?
Have turned.
No.
I mean, a bunch of people already do the min turn with Space Irish.
Well, it's because you get to use your own rush in that slot. Look, if you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still using my own Eresh. No, Ryou, what you can do is you have extra copies. You can use an esports Space Eresh. If you are using another DPS.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Hold on a second. I can level the first skill and use esports.
Yeah. A second skill gives stars. Maybe you want that, but I don't know. Yeah.
You're so genius. Do you think I can do a Cosmo drop run? Do you think I have enough damage on that? I don't know.
I don't know. Koyan Dark barely does it, and Koyan Dark is a Buster Servant. Like, Buster Servants are Buster Servants. They're kind of scary.
But,
she cleanses all debuffs on break 3.
Yeah, but then I just reapply them.
True.
Every turn.
I guess skill 3. But yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Esports Space Eresh. Dude, if I didn't MP3 my Space Eresh, I don't even use her anymore. So I should have kept a copy.
Guess who has 8 copies?
Yeah, so this is actually big brain strat.
I'm not gonna lure it though.
You don't have to lower, right?
It's charge.
Is the battery flat?
No.
Once again, guys, reminder to do the Lancer interludes. They're about to end.
Oh, true.
See, that's,
yeah, I know. The charge is scaling based on it, so I'm going to lower it. Why not?
Due to my
it's a funny.
sincere lack of Vitra, I have to do that right
sincere lack of Vitra buffs, right? Am I right?
No, this is completely. I don't have her.
Oh.
A buff would not affect this account at all.
Let's just buff Karna again, right? Oh my god, let's buff the other. I will say though, if they upgraded Vitra's MP and then gave it like an actual anti-divine, Karna will be pretty fucking dead. So I guess that's because she'd be Karna, but she would loop. So that would, yeah, usually for normal play she'd be better. For min turns, no. But
okay, so I can do this. I can put a taunt CE on her, just so she like ends the turn.
Why do you want that though? Do you want that? I don't think you want that.
Yeah.
Really?
Why? I want her to die. Why would I want BB to keep attacking?
No, but like, you give up on damage boosting. See, or maybe you don't have enough cost. I don't know.
No, I can just who do I want to bring?
Please kill Merlin. Please kill Merlin. Please 900 off, you fucking potato.
Damn.
I already lured an esports Merlin. What do you want? What do you want from me? I have a level 70 Merlin, and it's still too much HP for her. Oh my god! Can't believe Ryou has 8 copies. He's the 1% that Lasengo actually tricked into rolling for 8 copies.
Shh, don't tell him that.
So now he gets rewarded with universal SSR servant coins. That's probably the rare.
So useful.
That's probably the one of the rare. No, it is useful. Don't you have to roll like 1 less for a hyper?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, you save 1 MP copy for a hyper. It's actually
but
insane.
Only for servants before Space Eresh. So this really only helps me if I want a hyper KP.
What do you mean only for servants before Space Eresh?
I might do KP again.
You can roll less copies in the future. It's permanent, no? You can do anything.
No, it doesn't. It's only servants before.
Really?
Space Rush. Yeah.
That's so bad.
I'll show you afterwards.
What the fuck, Lasengo? You might as well not give it, cause like, dude, it's what the fuck. Whatever. What the actual fuck, dude?
Damn.
Are you serious? I don't
it's
think
like USOs. USOs not letting you. Like you have to roll a bunch of.
Wait, I didn't
the
need
servant
use
before you can use it on a servant.
Oh yeah, I didn't use charge. I forgot that Kozardop's going to get 100% charge.
Dude,
of BB.
Oh yeah, cause she's a. Wait, then your cooldown. I mean, yeah, she's a.
Oh, my cooldowns are longer. Oh no.
Yeah, your cooldowns are fucked a little bit. Ryou teach me 2 things. USO cannot buy multiple copies, and this, dude, normal people wouldn't even know, cause like this would not like work for people. Period. This would not be irrelevant for most people. This is insane. Hoyoverse. I mean, the only thing I heard about is they're adding a character.
BB, do damage. How did you
look at how little damage she? Look at that! Look how little damage she does. She can't even kill level 1. That's insane. Anyways,
you know the Britra interlude. I didn't realize that there was a limited amount of guts she has. You know, where she's fighting, where she's soloing Gawain.
Yeah.
She died.
Did you lose?
Yeah,
she lost.
I was sitting there just to see how many I could stack up, and then she died, and I was like, oh, I thought this was a simulation.
Okay, so Ryou, imagine that, but my RNG is I need her to kill a 12,000 HP Merlin.
That sounds like awful. Watch, I'm about to end this one because she's gonna MP, And Cosmo has guts.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Back to Hoyoverse. The only thing I've heard drama recently about it is they're adding a character who has universal buffs, where like if you just have her in your account, you would
she buffs everything.
Yeah, she would buff everything.
Something about that too.
Isn't it that she gives everyone essentially a guts?
Yes, 1 HP guts.
That's account ruining. That would ruin my account.
Yes, if FGO had this exact character, if you accidentally pull her from a GSSR, you can no longer TA. Actual permanent account damage. Not even a meme.
How much damage does this MP do? This matters.
Actually bricked account, dude. You have to like avoid it like a plague.
That's not enough.
I mean, I know
it's
that's
not even close.
Works, so.
That's so far away.
Yeah, I need Buster MP Buster on last.
Damn, drop really fell off. And she really dropped off.
Look, you can't always use your favorites in every single.
A unit that gives guts in the account just by existing, not being on your team.
Behind.
Yes. And apparently it is a bad effect in Star Rail, because like I don't play Star Rail, but maybe Ryou knows more. But like apparently the guts would like you would still die even if nobody hits you if you don't like heal within a turn or something, like the 1 HP guts. I don't know.
I don't think that's a problem, man. But
apparently it's not even a very good effect. But people are scared of the slippery slope. Like, what if you just pull a character and you get a universal damage boost? But I don't think. Look, it's kind of like apparently that's an anniversary servant, so it's kind of like FGO doing the Tonalico anti-trade skills with MP level instead of overcharge thing. Like, did it actually end up being a problem? Kind of not. But I guess universal buffs is more. Like, imagine if there's an SSR where like you pull and then you unlock. It's basically it unlocks a class score. It's like pay to win class score, right? Like kind of, I guess. That's the closest thing we have in FGO to that, anyways. Class score, which is a passive effect that applies to all characters in the same class. But yeah.
Oh, she has so much special attack here. I'm doing the weakest chains, and she is doing so much. I brought a Guts Mystic Code, so now she's just gonna do big uber damage.
No, here's the thing about FGO being scummy. A lot of people say FGO is scummy. FGO is not scummy, because being scummy requires you to be like, you know, you have to like kind of tempt your customers to buy stuff a little bit. But then in reality, it tricks you into spending more money. FGO is just stingy. It doesn't even like it doesn't sell any packs, like not like Senkordo. It doesn't sell any like bundles. It doesn't have any sale, like limited time sale. It doesn't have like it doesn't actually reward whales that much. You know, there aren't a big like other than, you know, you whaling a bunch and like hard pulling for an SSR, like you have to spend a lot as a whale. Like there isn't a lot of like benefits for whales. Like you whale, you get how much you pay for, basically. You don't get like bonus stuff. So FGO, as a massive whale myself, I think FGO has like no fucking incentive for you to spend. Like the game actually is so bad at making money, but it still makes so much money. It's actually so stupid. I think the game actively the game like doesn't make any effort to try to
like
tempt you into spending money.
There's no pass, there's no monthly pass, there's no, you know, subscription.
It's really bad at monetizing itself.
Like, yes, it is really bad at monetizing. As a spender, I would like it.
It does greedy things, but it just doesn't monetize itself very well at all. So it's just, but like, yeah, it's still very profitable because they just they don't really improve that aspect of the system.
Like, if a scummy game is like a scammer, FGO is just a person that just asks for money, but he doesn't try to hide it. He's just like, give me money, dude. Give me money. Fuck you, give me money. And I give them money. So maybe it's my fault. Games. I do think it's better that it doesn't monetize itself, because FGO has servant buffs to old servants that actively make new servants feel irrelevant. FGO has a bunch of really good welfares that actively makes
How does she do so little damage?
Because because you get the damage cut, and Eresh also gives your party a passive.
Oh my gosh,
cut.
I've got Melusine. I hate Melusine sometimes.
No, but yeah.
This damage cut, this 1,000 damage cut ruins my life.
Yeah, but in FGO, I believe if you pulled Summer Ibuki and then like Castoria and then like a bunch of stuff from that year, you literally don't have to pull anything after that year. Like the game genuinely, like you can play the game completely fine like a whale, like not even like struggling. You can play the game like a whale with like year 5, year 6, or year 7 servants, and then year 8, 9, 10 servants you don't have to touch with a 10-foot pole. You can probably play the game fine.
Speaking of monetizing games, a couple days ago on an unfortunate whim, I reinstalled Clash Royale. I play it occasionally.
Bruh.
My condolences.
Yeah,
I'm
as
a
not gonna
big
spend
spender,
money on I don't have money for it, but
as a big spender, as much as I hate, those aggressively monetizing gacha games, sometimes, during New Year's, I really hope that, I don't know, Da Vinci pops out from the left and say, hey, do you want to buy this, like, super cheap quartz pack because it's anniversary? No, Da Vinci never has, there's no sales going on. Da Vinci is a store that doesn't fucking have any sales ever. It's so bad. She never puts anything, like, at a discount. My god.
yeah, it's if you're smart about how you monetize, you allow your customer to be very greedy.
She doesn't have voice lines for opening a synchronous menu. Wait, really?
That's exactly what. It's everything that Clash Royale does these days. It's awful.
I don't know anymore because I buy from Aniplex.com. I don't buy from Da Vinci anymore. Well, on Aniplex.com it is still sold by Da Vinci actually, so I'm still buying from Da Vinci. Yeah, it's still, well, there's still Da Vinci is still the person on the page selling the quartz.
You can go in the shop and like she has the voice lines and she's like, holy shit, you're giving us money still?
No, the funniest thing is the USO menu. I don't know
what she's saying.
She's like, oh my god, is that the legendary special item? I'm so jealous. When you open
wow, you're dumb enough to have this.
He's like, oh my god, you have 10? Gonna go there. Are you retarded?
I don't know if they can hear my stream. Yeah, it's my Da Vinci-chan's secret system key item.
Whoa, you have this? Not even I have this, and I own the store. There you go.
Man, you're dumb. I have 29, by the way.
Yeah, I think she should berate you if you have more than 10. I think she should actually why the fuck do you have 29?
Let me sort by acquire date and 5 stars, and let's look at my USOs recently.
Oh,
that's right.
God, bro.
I have obtained in the month of February, 6 days apart, 2 Bradamante.
Oh, bro, what the fuck? I mean, I got Vitra. I got my another.
Hey,
I have another 10 one. Oh yeah, you didn't call it Brittle.
I had to check when I clicked in. I read the name really quickly. I almost said Bradamante, but I'm like Bradamante. Got it.
Yeah.
And a Nito Altar on the same day as Bradamante, by the way.
Rio, has your Nito Altars paid for its USOs you spent on her yet?
Not quite yet. Let's do a status check on that.
It's actually insane.
Let's see. I have 6 now, so I got 4 more to go. But eventually, she will pay me back for the 10 USOs I spent, like an absolute moron.
Well, the one you bought technically already paid for one. So you just need. No, well, yeah.
Yes,
Actually,
I
no.
need
You still
4
need
more.
4.
If you think she's a moron, you should see the guy that bought her.
I'm gonna break your
Bro.
legs.
Look at
All
his
4 of
SSR. My God, dude. Look how many of
Dude,
these
the
are.
the Melusines bring me shame. The Nido Altars bring me anger. The Charlemagnes bring me rage. The Bunions bring me rage.
What do you have 5 Charlie?
Artorias-
Because of the Creamhild.
Creamhild.
Right.
When Creamhild first came out,
Creamhild.
I got 10 Charlemagnes before I got 10 Creamhilds. It was bad. Saber, actually 2 of these are from tickets. Because every time an SSR ticket comes,
Oh
I pick
well,
Saber.
actually no. It's USO, right? Do you get USO? I forgot.
No, you don't get USO.
Oh,
But like, who else was I gonna pick from the Stay Night ticket?
it's 5
Amia.
rare prism. It's 5 rare prisms in case you run out of. I don't know how
have-
many you have.
4 Aussies because he keeps showing up. 3 Cosmers because I'm dumb.
Jesus Christ.
3 Morgans from trying to get Apex. 3 Van Goghs from luck. 3 Dioscuries because they keep spooking me. 3 waivers because I tried to.
I mean,
roll
Van
for,
Gogh is good.
I tried to roll for verses. That's why I have 3 waivers.
Oh my God. Van Gogh is good because of you can have a MP5 level 1. That I've seen that being used for sure. Do you have a existence outside the domain DPS that you use?
It's like it's like one of my grails.
Yeah, I forgot.
Is that
Forgot.
Van Gogh herself?
Gore.
I don't think so.
I
It's Van Gogh, and that's it.
Damn, that's damn. Because Koyan Dark has a couple of runs that needed that, which was very disappointing.
I do have Summer BB and NA, but not in JP.
This is why trading isn't a thing, dude. He spends so much. But no, the reason why trading isn't a thing is because you can just buy a fucking Saint Quartz account and get a hyper and then trade it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they made you be at
just
like level
make-
170.
Yeah, just make.
They
an
should let you
account
be at
and roll a
170.
thing and just take it. Just collect it.
Yeah, Saint Quartz accounts are so cheap. You like it's infinitely cheaper to like whale for enough quartz to pull a hyper than just to buy a Saint Quartz account, pull a hyper.
It
and trade
honestly might not be that big of a concern if it's like on NA, because NA doesn't as I heard a long while back, a lot of the SQ accounts aren't like legit made accounts. They were like fabricated.
Oh.
So that's why they're a lot
those-
cheaper on JP. Because like if you want an SQ account on NA, you have to. It's like, okay, you can get an account with like 300 SQ, dog
does
shit
that
on
not work with
SSRs,
NA?
and you have to spend like $30. It's
Does-
actually
Terrible.
just so much worse. But
Does
then
the
you
data
can go on,
manipulation not work
and
out?
it's like, yeah, if for $2 you can get like 3,000 SQ and 5 SSRs. And one of them's Castoria, like, and it's already at the end of the game.
Why doesn't it work on NA? Did they patch the bug or
because-
something?
I guess because there's the guy. We don't have an English-speaking hacker guy that can fabricate accounts like.
We don't
that
have
one
the
does.
technology.
Because that, like, if you can just fabricate accounts, you can just basically print money, because you don't have to put any work into it. You just have to fabricate an account and then sell it for $2.
I thought they
You just make
didn't.
tons of them.
I thought what they did was they manipulate the in-game like clock.
Yeah, they
so
do.
that,
They do. They send packets and stuff like that.
Yeah, they
They're
trick
like
the
saying
game
that's what I mean
into
by
thinking.
fabricating.
You,
Yeah, I
they
don't.
trick the game
I
into
don't.
you already beat that.
I don't know exactly how they do it, but yeah, if you start spending money on one of those accounts, though, they can actually catch you. They don't really recognize it.
Nah.
No, so
I don't
here's
see
the thing.
anyone. Nobody has been banned because of that, no?
No one's been banned, but they definitely. So here's the thing.
Maybe people just
You know how
don't
I have
know.
the dummy account for 120 coster to sit? That was the same Quartz account, right?
Mhm.
One day they did an update and I started getting error 99. And I had to reinstall the game, and I bought $1 Saint Quartz, or 100 yen Saint Quartz, or actually it's 500 yen is the cheapest, whatever. I spent 500 yen. And since then it stopped happening. It works perfectly fine. It's just that they were and a lot of people reported it, that their account stopped working, but once they spent money, they started working again. So really they were like, okay, there's these Saint Quartz accounts. They're like, pay up.
I mean, it makes sense.
Money and started working again.
I mean, it makes sense.
Exactly
There's no
veterans.
reason. There's no reason to stop a like a potential future spender because like they bought a St. Course account, now they're gonna start whaling, so might as well. But
yeah,
some of them, well, that's because I bought a St. Courts account to start my JP, and then I, being the fucking teacher's pet, I guess that I am, I pondered about it for a whole day, and I deleted it, and I legit downloaded from the shop.
What a fool you are!
Damn.
So I threw away that St. Course. No, I actually used it for. I have a bunch of alts for like Prison Tower. One of the alts was that count, I think. I don't remember which one.
I'm almost on the third row of 120s. Once I finish Hakunon, I will have at the max view 3 rows of 120s. Unless I switch to this, and then it's no longer max or this. But like for this view, I'll be on the third row of 120s. I have so many of these. Because I only do 120s. I hate normal grailing because I like the blue border. It looks so cool.
I mean for TA people, I kind of do I think it's kind of pointless to not hyper a DPS.
Okay, how is hyper Hakunon going to help me? She even at 120, I think her attack caps out at 14,000.
No. What I mean is like if you want to be a Hakuno runner, you have to hyper her.
Yeah,
that's just how it is. If you want to be a certain servant's runner, you kind of have to hyper them. It's just not like feasible to try to compete with a level 100 to a hyper. Like if you want to try to like actually do min turns, like really high end min turns, not normal min turns. Because like Summer Castoria can probably destroy most of these at level 100, no problem. But like if you want to do like Summer Castoria, no CE, frontline only, blindfolded, with one of her legs broken. Dude, then you still need a hyper, you know?
I think if I just walk in here, I can just nuke this with Summer Castoria right now with like 0 thought put into it.
Yeah, because Divine Chaotic, we really need that shit again, dude. It's so stupid. Summer Castoria has been the best DPS for Super Recollections ever since what chapter? I don't remember. Like, ever since Lost Belt 5? Is it Lost Belt 5? Like I don't know. Like she has been
had a lot of divine enemies.
Okay, so basically they started the Super Recollection rerun from Lost Belt 4. So she has just been topping charts ever since this new set of Super Recollections came out. She's just the best in every Lost Belt. Just unstoppable. Just monster of a character. It's always her. It's the easiest way to beat everything. It's just always her. Like I remember when she first came out, people are still comparing her with Draco. But I mean, obviously Draco get really screwed over because most of these are extra class. But yeah, Summer Castoria really showed what she's made of with all of these. Like, yeah, I know min turns isn't everything, but like when she has like barely any RNG min turn runs on all of these, I think. So yeah, so it's like legit. You can just borrow a hyper Summer Castoria from the recommended list, and you can beat all of these Super Recollections very easily. I think. Well, not all of it, but most of these. So
chances of Castoria doing like 1.5 million damage here.
What a monster!
She will do 2 quadrillion.
She doesn't even have an MP upgrade, and she's Berserker. She's not supposed to be that much damage, but because Chaotic Divine, this is okay. That's like okay. It's not even that crazy. 900 HP again. BB, can you fucking do damage? Holy shit!
No, Phoebe will not be doing damage here. Not today.
But yeah, she is. So why did they start with 4? I guess they think everything before 3 is too easy, but I think Salieri was difficult, but everything else was pretty. Oh no, Surtur was very difficult to min turn. Surtur was basically impossible. It was really easy to solo with an archer. Like any archer with like the Holy Shroud of Magdalene CE would be able to solo him for free, basically, because he gives a heal per turn. The fight gives you a heal per turn passive. Wow, this looks so hard, bro.
It's so difficult, man. I'm struggling here.
This looks so difficult. Holy shit. This looks like a super record. This looks like the hardest fight in the hardest level of boss fight in the game. Holy shit. This is like easier than 90++ farming. Consistently. Like, did you even need many cards? Like,
she didn't. All right. Well, I don't get Oberon actually, so I think I am kind of a little screwed here.
Oh, uh-oh.
Because I don't think that this is gonna kill.
You sure?
The MP will do, but the 900k HP afterwards.
Oh, you have P-mod and you're a berserker, and you have. Oh, you don't have class score. Maybe not. Do you have? Did you do berserker class score yet? No.
No, I haven't.
Uh-oh. Then maybe.
Yeah, look.
Maybe not. Uh-oh. Wow.
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow, she choked.
She sucks.
She choked. Also,
She's
I don't
washed.
think I don't think you want Oberon here. You want base Merlin here, right?
Really,
to
you couldn't
finish
give me
off.
the charge, the last charge? Screw you.
Oh, B finally crit me. Holy shit. Can you give me one buster? Just one buster. I didn't get a single.
Oh, now
Dude, I was here for. Dude, the 2 hours to get to this turn and didn't get a single buster. Are you fucking serious?
I'm so sorry.
Well, it froze again. The exact same thing that happened earlier.
Do you know how
Game
long?
loves freezing.
Do you know how long it took Cuckoo to do her run?
Just having a stare.
30 minutes.
I think 30 minutes. I think it took 30 minutes for her to do her run. And then it took 2 hours for her to do a 5-man run. And all of this is because she has solemn defense on her third skill. So she can block MPs.
Defense.
Okay, it's because she has anti-purge defense.
There's a frontline only with Castoria, but it's MLB versus.
MLB versus check.
Screw you.
MLB versus check.
Screw you, MLB versus.
MLB
Frontline.
versus. I love.
Wait, hold on. 4-man, no attacker CE.
Is there no frontline only? There's no way.
Wait, hold on.
Edison,
Actually,
more
this
like
looks-
Dedison.
Yeah. This is frontline only and 4-man no attacker CE. Yeah. Do you want to do frontline only no attacker CE? I don't think you can. Bro.
No, it has Castoria.
What do you mean?
And it's a 4-man.
Yeah. I saw it, but like,
They
are
probably
you
have
gonna try?
Cat class score.
Yeah,
to
they
be
have
honest.
class score. You definitely need class score. I mean, the funny thing is, if I didn't have the foreigner class score, Koyan Dark wouldn't be able to do a lot of these.
Are any of these nodes even? Are they like Earth or Dragon or maybe Archer? Anything I can take advantage of?
It really is just Big Marie, Big Olga, Big Olga Marie. Big Olga Marie is at least big. She's not Dragon though.
She's not Earth. She's not Dragon.
She's weak to Lancer. And you can MP seal her. That's pretty good. I think MP sealing her is pretty good.
Oh, that's cool. Which guys would you want to get a skin this summer? Guys.
No way!
Ew.
She crit 2 runs in a row? One buster, please?
Why would I care about what man gets a summer alt?
Dude, I'm never gonna get this again. I'm never gonna get this again. I hope White Day is Kamazats. I know everybody and their mom says this, but like, look, do you know what the two benefits of releasing Kamazats on White Day? Number 1 is you get Kamazats on White Day. Number 2 is for people who don't care, you can stop seeing people bitch about it every year, because that is also getting annoying. Because like every year, any White Day servant comes out, they're immediately dog shit if they're not Kamazats.
True.
So there you go. Yeah.
Don't worry,
So
it's just gonna be the same thing.
Can we just end it here, please? Please. Who are they gonna ask for next? Doesn't matter. Not gonna be as vocal as Kamazats.
That's what you meant by it. Okay.
Typhon's a female. I don't know. She can come out in White Day. If you mean any NPC, it's Omi. There are legit people who thought Valentine's gonna be Omi. Dude. They don't do like. I don't think they expected Omi to be popular or that popular. She's just any other NPC. She's just like that tan guy from the Hibiki Shikagi event. Like nobody fucking cares. Do you guys even remember there was a tan like sea god person from that event?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
event?
guy. Hibiki Shikagi's event. Oh, please don't release him for White Day. I don't give a flying fuck about him. Please do not choose him for White Day. I could not care less about Surfer Boy. Okay.
I'll be honest, I don't remember anything from that event other than Hibiki and Shikagi.
Do not pick him.
The only thing I remember from it is the 90++, which that's a sad statement of my own mental being.
We're finally blocking Ibuki. But yeah, please don't make that servant. Also, don't make the I don't know, don't make a Gouda servant. I'll take the furry, but I think anyone else, no.
I'll take the furry. This is plushie.
I'll take the furry. The furry is kind of cool, but the other ones are whatever. I guess Genji from Overwatch, but buff is also kind of cool.
Oh.
What's his name?
The raid boss.
Yeah. Green glowing raid boss guy with double swords. He'd be cool. I'm okay. I'd be completely okay with him, even though like I would still want Kamazats just because like.
I do just want Kamazats because Kamazats is such a cool character, and like I don't know, what else are they gonna do?
Yeah,
release
like
some other man.
Honestly, that story was pretty fucked up. I think that Gouda revealing like Hijikata jumping his own crew in the back alley and fucking killing them is pretty fucked up. Like it really paints a different light on the Shinsengumi in terms of how FGO depicts them. Because holy shit, is this actually crazy?
Oh, he's just a little crazy.
A little kooky.
Yeah, I mean, it's for their own agenda and whatnot, but like, dude, they jumped him in a back alley. That's like one of the most real moments in Fake Grand Order. It's no fantasy, no like crazy killing some evil of humanity. Just gets jumped in a back alley and killed. It's actually very real.
Welcome to the assassin class.
This Hijikata wasn't even the
no,
assassin.
I mean like that's how an assassin game like in how it's supposed to work out in lore if you use an assassin.
Yeah.
There's no fun sword battles. It's just kill the master somewhere.
The assassin class servants are supposed to have presence concealment, so you don't see them, and then Kama turns the entire universe into Kama.
Yeah.
So she's the only present. So Kama turns the entire universe into Kama, so she can blend into the other Kamas. Is that why she's assassin? Because there's actually no reason for her to be.
Yeah, you wouldn't know the difference between a car and Kama at that point. Like
everything is Kama. That is actually so sneaky. That's insane.
Yeah, it's literally the same concept as like turning out the lights and then stabbing someone. It's like you can't see anything. Everything is dark.
That's what happened in history. Yeah, but like I know that actually happened, but like I feel like FGO usually gloss over actual historical events. Or especially after part 1. Like in part 1 there are actual historical events. Like in Ordeal Call, not what do you call it? In like Cosmos and the Lost Belt, because they're Lost Belts, they just fabricate history basically, so they can just write whatever the fuck. So there isn't a lot of realism anymore in many of the historical events in FGO, ever since Part 2. So it's kind of a good like, it's kind of a nice like I don't know, reminder that FGO is a game about historic characters. Because if you just look at what's happening on screen right now, who the fuck are these people?
Well, this is a Japanese woman.
Who is this person? Who are you?
Well, you see, this is actually a Japanese girl from the early 2000s, but it's not actually her. It's an AI that is mimicking her in the moon simulation. Yeah. By the way, there's a simulation on the moon.
By the way, the moon's a supercomputer. So
and that specifically simulates Dubai. Like,
so the moon's a supercomputer, and over the next 1,000 years, it eventually starts simulating Dubai. There's a copy of a Japanese woman from 2004, but went crazy and split herself into 6 different people. The 5 split-offs are also there. They're hanging out. Don't worry about them. They aren't important to this. So you're fighting her with the female version of King Arthur, except it's not the female version of King Arthur. It is an alternate world version of the same person, but who is not the same person. But they are also not the same person from that alternate world. They're a different version of that person that is reconstructed from the memories of the reconstruction from another world. Anyway,
okay, so why is she wearing the cocktail dress?
Why is she wearing a bunny outfit? She's wearing a bunny outfit because like an angry person stole her parka. That honestly, not gonna do who that is.
Honestly, is the moon being a supercomputer that crazy? I feel like that sounds like a real conspiracy theory. Like it sounds more plausible than like Jewish space lasers.
Oh, geez.
I think the moon being a supercomputer is one of the cooler
I live
things
in the same
like just the type moon
as her.
World is just like you know, the moon's a computer, and it always is. Like in every type moon thing, just know this: the moon is a computer.
The BB's controlling the weather with the space lanes.
Well, no, I presume that BB doesn't exist because the moon cell doesn't do the same thing if it's not in like the Fate world. I presume it's just observing, right?
Do you think BB has access to the hurricane guns?
Yes.
You think BB can make the hurricanes?
I'm telling you, that's. I mean that would be a an event, script, for sure. If they didn't already use her like 20 times in events. So.
Yeah, and for the duration of that event, the bleached Earth does not rotate anymore. It's just flat.
Do you think this model, flat earthers who play FGO, get mad when they get here?
The 1% of the cylinder earthers are really disappointed after Part 2 ended. Is it still a cylinder?
We blew up Lost Belt 7. Well, Lost Belt 7
yeah, true.
That's true. Lost Belt 7 is also a hollow Earth, so the hollow Earthers were also a little bit mad.
Just imagine.
It's in the moon. So
yes,
you're right. It's not in the moon cell.
Yes, it is swapping the skin around, basically. It swaps the simulated skin with Earth's actual skin. So Marisbury has the control of Earth's actual skin, which is like everything else on Earth.
It is weird. It's one of those things where it's like, because like they explain it like with like I presume it's the same thing as like reality marbles like overlaying something onto the fabric of the world, and I presume it's the same thing, except just on a worldwide scale with Chaldeus.
Yeah,
it's so weird. It's so hard to reading through it to like wrap your arm around what actually happened because it's so strange.
It's basically taking a concept and blowing it out of proportion because like it's a massive scale version of like a normal kind of magecraft where you just swap things, right? You're just swapping two things position. But instead of swapping normal things, they're swapping actual Earth surface with Chaldea's surface, which is like a fake Earth.
So how did Chaldeus was tiny? So did the Earth become tiny? Are they on there? They're just in Antarctica.
I think it's just a conceptual swap or something. I don't remember, dude.
So yeah, because like, are there people who were on Earth? Like what?
No, they're all in Chaldeus, no?
Right, but do they know that it's been swapped? Is time passing there?
The only clue we have regarding that is actually from learning with manga. Learning FGO with manga, because Olga didn't die after she got dropped into Chaldeus. And then she got plucked out by a Gudako. So I guess life goes on in there, maybe?
That's very weird. Yeah. Reading the explanation for it made me feel like Pop Team Epic me, where she's like, "Yep, I understand," and I don't get it at all. That's sometimes what I feel like when I'm looking at some of this stuff. I'm like, I understand.
I mean, Type Moon bullshit is Type Moon bullshit. I feel like that is.
Except a lot of it does make sense, but the problem is to make sense of it, you have to know about so many other things. Like, it's like you can't like just, if someone's like, "Oh, what's your favorite media franchise?" I'm like, "Oh, I love Type Moon." They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch Case Files." You try watching Case Files without knowing all this other random stuff. They're like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, it's a vampire forest. It's a true ancestor. The vampire forest." You're like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, read it. There's a couple of things to explain here.
That's why I think,
and like
stuff
the fairies and other stuff in the reverse side, and you're like, I'm like,
what's
going on here? I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god, I got to turn to again, no Buster.
Ryou yesterday. Yeah.
Nice.
That was the other thing I did. I was farming for XP and I hit bond on Dabrinia at the same time, so just
congrats.
That one happened.
That's why I generally. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't care really. Honestly, I have nothing to contribute here, anyways.
No, I was just gonna say that's why I enjoy like Type Moon works that can be viewed independently. It's like,
well, the thing is, you read enough, and then you think you're reading them independently. But how many times is something brought up that you're like, "Oh, I know this from this thing," right?
Well, I guess Like, I mean, I watched K&K really early into knowing Type Moon. So
I think K&K is an easy one to jump into. I don't think K&K uses a lot of advanced Nasu nonsense because it was written so early. K&K and Mihoyo are like, you start reading.
Oh yeah.
If you like read just like the original thing, like if you watch K&K, you read Mihoyo, and you read Fate Stay Night, that's a good starting point to then go and just like, see all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, like, when was like the whole like reverse side of the world? Well, Avalon was the reverse side.
Avalon,
of the world, I guess.
Yeah.
And that was in Fate Stay Night. Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to know that technically.
Yeah. But then it gets like brought up in Apocrypha and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Type Moon stuff is all very interesting. I like it, and I like how it all kind of intertwines together. But at the same time, sometimes you're just like, okay, so all this is going on. What's the moon up to? you might have that thought.
I'd say FGO is honestly already pretty digestible. Like most of the stuff, you can kind of ignore the deep lore. Like you can still get the basic gist of the story for FGO.
And they explain, like they in concepts when they introduce them. Like, didn't they explain what two ancestors were when they first brought it up?
I think so, yeah. It's just when they have to inevitably do an exposition chapter, you kind of have to like stomach a bit of stuff.
It's like when they brought up Ort, they had to explain what Ort was, even though like a lot of people already know what Ort is. But I'm like, there's people who don't know what.
Well, you see, there's one of it. I think it's like Radiant, and we don't know what it is, so we call it a thing.
One radiant thing. It's also very, very interesting how like it wasn't, how do I put this, like didn't the meaning of Ort's name change multiple times? Like it was supposed to it was supposed to be like people thought it was from the moon. No, from what, Saturn or something.
Venus,
I forgot. Venus, sorry. Type Venus.
Yeah, but
sorry. But then it isn't. It's from the Oort cloud instead, and then it just kept changing.
I'm going off of old recollections of stuff, like people talking about it like secondhand. But to my understanding, what it was,
Mercury.
It was Mercury, not Venus.
Oh, Mercury. Yeah.
The wiki, like the Type Moon wiki, it had Type Mercury linked to its page.
Yeah.
When it's not actually canonically that, it went to Mercury at some point.
Yeah, and it stayed dormant there.
Yeah,
I think it was actually a Japanese pun as well. It's like a spider from Mercury has a similar pronunciation of like something from the clouds. Like it's like actually a pun. But I don't remember.
First time they did that.
It's like it's deep lore based off of like a Japanese pun. I kind of don't remember because obviously I don't speak Japanese. But I think like cloud and spider sounds similar or something.
Isn't
in
it
Japanese? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think spider and cloud sounds similar in Japanese. So the misdirection is it's a spider from Mercury, but no, it's actually something from the Oort clouds. Oh yeah. Okay, Comet Mercury. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, well, because like with types, I know Type Venus was a thing from like Notes, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like
that was the angel one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the angel chick.
Yeah, it's the angel one.
Angel's
like Type Venus
or something was her name.
Angel is actually Type Venus, right? I'm sorry, Type Moon fans. I don't know.
Look, man, it's fine. It's fine not knowing about it. I have very loose recollection of any of these things because I just heard about I've had times in the past where I was like, oh, this sounds interesting, and I go on a Type Moon wiki page and I read through it and I'm like, okay, that's interesting, but I don't know the stories.
It's like you're like, oh yeah, because we have like Foe, but like Foe is also mentioned in Tsukihime, but as primate murder is its name there, and it's like, like they're the same thing. I'm like, is this ever going to be brought up? No, it's called primate murder.
It's like monkey homicide.
It kills monkeys. No, it kills the primate of that timeline.
The primate of the timeline.
Yeah, whatever primate is in that society. Okay, I got to turn to again, please, Buster.
Monkey homicide.
But he's not listed in the remake of Tsukihime, so I don't know if they're retconning it. Who knows?
Hello, can you hear me?
They have to be doing what?
No.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. I dropped my mic because I got to turn 2 again, and I didn't get a Buster card.
Oh, my apologies.
Nice. Well, usually people drop mics when they do something cool, but like.
No, I accidentally. Okay.
I do wonder if they have to be doing something with Foe because like they've had Foe like constantly be disappearing, right? Like Foe didn't show up in Lost Belt 6. Foe didn't show up in Lost Belt 7. Foe hasn't shown up in the Ordeal calls. Like.
No, I mean. They just did. He just didn't follow us. No, I kind of forgot.
Foe dipped out in 7 and 6. Like Foe's hiding something. I mean,
well, most people didn't. Well, only Da Vinci and us went to 6. No, like most Chaldea staff didn't go to 6.
Yeah, but in 6 they specifically they mentioned where's Foe been? And they're like, who knows? And then at the end of Lost Belt 6 Outros, they're like, hey, it's Foe's back. Where you been? Who knows?
I mean, he's not Beast 4 anymore. We don't have a Beast 4 again. Beast 4's gone again. Because Koyan died. No, she didn't die, but Koyan lost.
Foe may still be a beast, just not Foe's
in Lost Belt 7,
regain its power.
Koyan said Foe has a lot of energy saved. Oh, so it's coming back, maybe.
Yeah. That's what I think they're gonna do. Is they're gonna pull something with Foe. But yeah, no, Plushy, look at this. Otto, bring up my screen. I'm going to show the coin shop and all its sadness. So it's this button down here at the very bottom. As you can see, this 660 is general pool coins and 4 stars. So it only goes up until Hassan of the Shining Womb tattoo.
Oh my god, really? That's
and then 5 stars, it only goes up to Space Suresh.
She implied foe might have resources worth taking for herself. Who does she think she is? The last time she tried to take some resources, she lost the tail.
So the only reasonable thing I could see is grabbing KP coins if I want a 120 KP on here as well. Because I might. I really like the Soccer 5. I don't know.
It's totally not because I didn't get a Buster card earlier, but Koyanskaya is like the biggest jobber in part 2. Like what the? Okay, she did save us in Lost Belt 7, but like other than that, what the fuck did she do? She didn't do anything. She actually did. She was prepping for the whole time, and then she got shat on by Melusine, and then she died. Like really?
You know what did she do? I'm gonna wait till summer. If we don't get KP Alter summer version, I'm just gonna.
Oh, she saved us for. Look, she saved us from Cernunos, but that doomed her. That got her cursed. Where's Summer Koyan?
Oh, you don't even have a Grail. Oh right, you 120 her on.
I have her 120 in NA, but I can buy coins. I have her MP5, and I can buy coins. And like, what else am I going to use them on? That's my thought process. I'm like, is there anyone from this list other than King Protea who I would grill? Never these ones. No,
I think it's just King Protea, dude.
I think it's just KP. So like, I have 270 coins.
Why not grill King Protea? Just grill King Protea. But you don't have enough grails.
Summer. I'm gonna wait until summer. I'm gonna save grails until summer comes up.
No, don't worry.
If KP Alter isn't a summer servant, if we don't get summer KP or KP Alter, then I'm dumping grails into KP.
No, we're getting Koyan Sky. Right? I don't think it's very fair for someone who already has 2 versions to get a summer. As much as I want a summer. I mean, BB Dubai got 2 summers.
I mean, BB is 2 summers, so...
Look, BB got 2 summers, but BB is BB.
She even got 2 events where she's causing infinite summers.
Why do people think that KP won't
She's
get a
summer? Studio name. She is BB Studio. She's kind of the face of the studio now.
Here's the thing. I think they would do KP Alter, because KP Alter is her own character at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like she's very different from KP. Like KP is one thing.
It would be pretty dumb though if they gave her a summer variant before Passion Lip. Passion Lip's been around for a bit longer.
She got one last year. What do you mean?
Yeah, she got a summer outfit. Look.
Yeah, and then she had to change back into her normal clothes when she had to fight.
You mean I have her in the costume right now? This is her summer costume.
Yeah, she's standing in a instead of sitting in
There's
the
a
moon,
Ferris
she's
wheel
sitting
behind her.
Yeah, she's sitting in a vaporwave background.
Koyan's definitely gonna get a summer this year. Yeah, I wish, bro. I fucking wish. Dude, I was actually baited so hard last year by Dobrynia. You have no idea how hard I got baited by Dobrynia.
I know exactly how hard you got baited.
Well, yeah, okay,
I was
you
there
guys
for
are
the entire ordeal.
I'm like, oh my god, Dobrynia, and then like people are saying, oh, we got Summer Scotty, and then we got Summer Castoria, so Summer Koyan, it makes sense, right? And then like, oh my god, Dobrynia, and she has like, actually no, I think you can already tell she has like a couple of charms that has like the foxes and bunnies on it.
The bunnies on it.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh my god. It's like, oh my god, finally, Summer No, it's CL.
Yeah, you can see it in the FA. Ignore the feet.
It's CL.
Fuck off, dude.
No, this is your character.
Wait, no, it's literally actually there. I thought you were doing the same thing you did.
No, I wasn't gonna bid. I'm like, look here. No, I said ignore the feet.
It's on.
I'm pointing out the bunny and the fox.
I think it's on her first ascension as well.
Is it?
Well, you get baited by
It's just not as easy
even
to see.
Slightly connected to Koyan, but nothing ever happens. Though.
Oh, there's the bunny thing on the thing there, but like it doesn't have the fox thing, which is The fox thing
Then
here?
fine, just do Koyan
No.
Light. The fox thing is in
No.
FA, but like, okay, dude, just
Also,
I mean,
look,
nothing
she's
ever
your
happened.
character, Otto. You can't be
I
offended
don't-
by her
I
feet.
don't like feet. Like what can I say?
No, neither do I. But just ignore them. They're not. Don't focus on them. If you think about the feet too much,
It's taking up like 80% of the zoomed in picture you have. All right.
look, stop thinking about feet so much, Otto. You weird pervert.
Why? What is this angle you're taking
Oh,
here?
you weird pervert who loves.
Oh, you're
feet.
so gross for liking feet, and it's
That's
like,
why I like
you
melt. No
where was
feet.
Where was this energy yesterday when we were on stream with the foot fetishists for like 8 hours?
I'm not gonna antagonize his foot fetish.
Bro, you commented on hair product fake ad in a minute, dude. I mean, I saw it on stream already. It was a while. Like they uploaded it a while after they showed it on stream, so I had to.
Yeah, no, that's why I've grailed my melts is because I don't have that feet problem. Look at Melts FA. You don't got feet, you got butt. You got nothing but butt here, and like
And
no
barely.
feet.
Is there another
Nothing
character
here.
that has no feet in the game?
I don't know. I think Melt's the only character without feet.
It's I could think of something. I'm not in the menu right now.
Oh, Ibuki Ascension 1. Yeah,
Oh, because she's Snake. Like,
she's a Lamia.
okay.
I
One
wish
thing
we
I
had like
don't.
a proper Lamia, like that wasn't ugly.
Yes,
like
they.
Gorgon, or
They,
ugly
I don't know
like
why they
Ibuki.
fucked up Gorgon. I don't know. No, Gorgon is not a proper Lamia. She has legs.
Right, that's why I said a
Yeah.
proper Lamia, or the and that isn't ugly like Ibuki.
Wow. Okay.
She has little lizard
Van Gogh
dragon
has
legs.
feet.
Yeah, Van Gogh has,
feet.
she's on stilts.
Like her minor version proves that she has feet because she's just in boots. So yeah.
I mean, they could be prosthetic boots.
No,
That'd be
was
really
Mel-
weird. Prosthetic boots?
Was Mel featured in the feet event? Everyone is featured in the feet event.
Yeah. You know, I think Melt's the only character without feet. Nice of them to include people who are crippled.
Nursery rhyme first ascension. Dude, I hope
I
we
don't
get
know,
a servant. I hope we get a servant who is just on, you know, the not a cane, but you know, like when you break your legs, you have the crutches, and then oh no, we have that. That's fucking Murasaki. Oh my god, I forgot we actually have a, well, not a cripple, but like, right? Summer Murasaki has crutches.
A crutch?
Yeah.
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 Why?
But it's because she's mimicking a trope in horror movies where there's like the creepy girl who tells
The creepy
the character about like the creepy spirits and stuff.
Oh, I
It's-
thought you mean the creepy girl who got hit by a car. Why? Why crutches? I mean, I kind of get it. She can't get like better parking
it's-
space.
I just
I
looked
think
over
it's
and
I think it's one of those things that you'd have to be like really engaged with like Japanese media to understand, because I
see.
don't know entirely what it's referencing, but I think that's what they explained.
I see.
I just looked over and I saw that Fino's doing the Yule. The quest finally is he's on Aquamarine, and I think he's on turn 35, and I think he's about to die.
What's he using?
Oh no.
He just has Cuckoo. That's the only character he has left.
Oh fuck.
Jeez.
Is Cuckoo neutral against Aqua or like advantaged? Yeah, no, he ain't doing. He has 140 badges. I don't think that's enough. I think he's dead.
He's dead the next turn because he doesn't have evade.
Oh,
no, he
dude,
has
that fight
invincibility.
was so bad when I tried to do the free to play only comp because I did a mash solo or something. Was it a mash solo or a Nocnaria solo? I don't remember. I think I did a Nocnaria solo on Flare Marie, and that solo alone took like 1 hour. Man, hold on. Let me look at what I did. Holy shit. I'm actually so glad that this Marie works like how it did, because I don't need to do some weird, stupid grind fest with the free-to-play only team. It is actually... I mean, it still took a long time, but the video itself is not like 2 hours long.
Oh wait. It's kind of they don't look like they actually have feet in them, but it's I don't know if they count as shoes. They're probably like part of her body or something. She's a statue after all.
She has feet.
Oh my god, this is probably the worst run I've done on my channel. Let me
If she has feet, they are tiny.
Dude, look at this crap. Who's watching this? Who the fuck is gonna watch this? Free to play only. Are you guys happy? Do you guys enjoy this shit? Free to play only. 1 hour. Okay. Oh, I sent it in chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like I'm not looking at this by default. Hold on.
1 hour, 20 minutes, and it's Mash, Hans, and fucking Asclepius stall. Like, who the fuck wants to watch this, dude? This is oh man. I'm like, yeah. Once again, I'm happy that this Olga Marie is technically forced min turn, because you can't, like, you have to finish it within 30 turns. Right?
Oh, there's one. Lohi's third ascension doesn't have feet. She has talons.
Really? Oh, of course. I mean, yeah.
Those are feet. They're bird feet, but they're feet.
Worse than Tutankhamun
bird feet
DPS
don't
stall?
look
Yes.
remotely like feet. They look
Because
more
it didn't
like,
take
little hands, grabby
didn't
hands
take
with
10 hours.
the talons.
I can't believe he won with Cuckoo. Stupid piece of garbage servant.
Oh, did he win? I guess he had enough. He had enough badges. That's crazy.
Yeah, he had an invincibility to block the MP, and
he could do cooldown reduction and keep on spamming the anti-purge defense. My bad.
Yeah, Psalm defense was a mistranslation once, and you've hung on to it for some reason. I don't know why.
Not just me. Everybody calls it solemn defense.
No one.
Yeah,
no
you're
one
a
else
big
calls it
person
that.
in the community, so maybe it's your fault.
Yeah, maybe you're the one spreading it.
Yeah, dude.
True. I didn't think about that actually. That could be what's happening.
It's your fault. We'll blame you.
Anti-enforcement. Because people didn't translate the anti part. So, like, even if you mistranslated, it should have been anti-solemn defense, not solemn defense. But I just call it solemn defense.
I got this guy for some reason. I don't know if it was a
I don't
daily
like
single.
him. I think he's just like a AoE berserker, except a pretender, and he makes you have a seizure.
I mean, his gameplay is decent, but
it's fine. But like, what's the difference between him and Duradanya from a practical standpoint?
He has a 50 battery and he's anti-lawful.
Wait, is Duradanya not a 50 battery? How much is
Duradanya?
No,
zero.
He has charge.
Duradanya doesn't have any battery?
Yes.
I thought he had a battery.
Dude, if he had battery, he'd like actually be budget like Summary Buki. Like AoE Arts Berserker Looper, like his refund's not bad. With a battery.
Gosh, wait, no.
It's a little random.
He has charged MP every turn for 3 turns.
Yeah.
It is a bit annoying because like he's random because his arts resist down is 60% chance of proccing. So.
Yeah, his refund is not consistent, and if you don't count it ever, it's not that. It's okay.
His cards are very bad for gain, but I will say he might have like a little bit of esports usage because like I know he does have the random absorb thing, but he's one of the few servants in the game that has like a 3-turn targetable high absorb skill. Because you can target, like I think it's like plus 5,000% like most berserkers are. So it's better than Miss Crane's and Go's absorb. Because theirs is like 900 or 600. Can't remember.
Who, Duradanya's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But then he has the random one as well. That's so funny.
Yeah, but like a lot of the time, like, I mean, if you're not DPSing with, if you were to theoretically use him as a support, it wouldn't be an issue. Like, oh no, he gets a little bit of absorb. Like, like you're putting, like, Yeah, like he's giving 5,000% to someone who probably isn't a berserker, and then like he himself has as a berserker gets that, and it's nothing.
Dude, this Mintern's gonna kill me.
He's got like 2 more attack and crit, I think. I think it's 20 attack, 20 crit. And then he has 20 stars per turn. That is kind of a funny thing. Like 20 stars per turn on a skill is it's like unheard of. So weird. I wish he didn't have terrible materials.
Oh my god. Himiko did the Arcoade one. Frontline only. No damaging C. No DPS C. I guess it makes sense. Counter class.
Oh, Himiko,
I forgot
Hyper Himiko?
Yeah, I forgot Himiko's built like a crit DPS sometimes.
Is he?
What?
Am I crazy, or is he like is he holding something that's invisible? Like, am I just hallucinating and he's actually holding
he's
something?
Reaching out to you to like talk to you.
It looks like he's holding something.
He's trying to cup Durga's breasts.
And not his masters, that's for sure.
Yeah, not his his biological sister.
She's a fluffy.
What the? Where
You
did
can't
this go?
spoil OC1.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm sorry about.
Yeah. Also, he has a really long pinky finger. Like, I think it's just the angle, but it looks like he has like that's his longest finger.
Without spoiling OC1, Ryou very much likes the relationship.
I don't. That's not what I'm after.
Damn.
I forgot her name again. Even. What's her name? It starts with an A, doesn't it?
Ayus.
Yeah. I was thinking Ayane, but that's not. And that's not the name.
Is that a Blue Archive character?
I don't know. The name was in my head.
No
It
idea
sounds
what
like
you
the name of
What
a Blue
A
Archive
characters do I
character.
know?
Good. Don't get spoiled. It is really
No,
funny.
Ayane
but
is from Dead or Alive, and Ninja Gaiden.
Oh.
It was supposed to be a touching moment, but I was laughing my ass off with that reveal. Holy.
Might have also been from a visual novel I was reading. Ignore that.
Dude, how unlikely is this? I got a full hand of Koyan Dark cards on turn 1, and it's horrible because now all the stars are evenly spread.
Unfortunate.
10% crit on the Buster, dude.
Damn, it is a Blue Archive character. I have no idea who this is. I don't think I've ever seen the person before.
Paco.
Oh yeah, speaking of Blue Archive, Ryu's phone background is a Blue Archive character.
In that way. All right, Otto, I told you to
discovered
not
that
talk
last
about
week.
It's been on there. I've had it for like 2 years.
Look,
And I told you to shut up and to not share it, and you go and share it. Screw you.
I thought
I'm
it
not
was-
gonna hear the end of it.
it's funny.
No, Ryou, here's the thing. I thought it was something super serious when you sent that message.
No,
I was like,
because I know, I haven't. It's been my
I was like,
phone
oh,
background for like
did he
2
show
years.
his fucking credit card on accident? But no,
Yeah,
it's just
dude,
a
No,
fucking
but
Blue
I didn't
I
want
was
that
Archive.
thinking
going
too.
out because I knew people were gonna be
Okay.
weird about it.
Okay,
I said
so
it's my background
so
like
last
2
w-
years ago. I haven't changed it since, and I was like, oh, I don't want people in the VOD seeing it because it was on screen for a second.
so
I'm like, please remove it. So instead, you announce it here. Really? You're an actual piece of human garbage.
That's kind of a dick move, to be honest.
it's a what? It's not.
I have enough problem with people harassing me about it
Why do you have that as your
because
background
I
on your
like the
phone?
picture. I like the picture. I thought the art was cute. I said it was my phone screen 2 years ago, and I haven't changed it. I don't need to change it. I've had the same background on my other phone for like 2 years as well.
I
If I
haven't
find
even
a picture I think is cute, I set it as a background.
I haven't even used I haven't even set a background on my phone. I never I don't want to do anything that people people in public would judge me for, you know.
My
thing I
phone
don't show
background
posts
is
to people in public.
a Bavanchi art that one of my Discord members drew for me. That's pretty nice. I think I've had it for like 3 years. But yeah.
Damn.
Whatever on, yeah. Can also, dude. I think every time I min-turn, both my mental and physical health deteriorates a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happens when you stay up all night.
I think I only have. No, I'm not gonna. But like, this sucks. This is doable though. Why doesn't she just do a little bit more damage? I hate that. 3-star moon cell CE. That is actually a pretty cool one. Now you can say it's the Hakuno MP background. It's the exact same image, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it has been almost 4 hours. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Actually, we made it. It didn't feel like as we weren't pulling teeth as hard as last week.
He's gonna have dementia before his 50s, dude. I'm gonna like look at my son and be like, why didn't you hit that 90% buster crit when I whip him with my belt? I'm joking.
This is not the worst episode. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. It's a
bro. What
we could use dubs right now, all right?
Realistically, what can I even, punish if I ever have a kid for, like, without being a hypocrite? Like, fucking, oh my god, go do your schoolwork. Don't stay up playing video games. No, I can't really say that. Dude, what if I had a kid and they wanted to be a YouTuber?
You gotta kill him.
I gotta kill him.
or kill him.
You gotta kill him.
Like, you just need him out of the house.
We gotta kill him, bro. It's over. I wanted to. I was gonna do a I was gonna suggest if we run out of stuff to do like a 3-way split screen Olga challenge, but I guess it's a good thing to not have too many footage of that fight. Too much footage of that fight on stream, because there's still a chance that the Aniplex police comes and get us. This very tiny chance, but
yeah, well, I personally object to partaking in a 3-way on stream, but if you guys want to try some stuff out, then that's I'm not gonna judge.
We already did that last time.
Yeah, I've made this joke before, haven't I?
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, we got nothing. Well, we're gonna get something next Wednesday. Wednesday is White Day stream.
Yeah. Kamazots?
Kamazots, please? Kamazots, please? Please.
Yeah. And if I don't have computer issues, I'll definitely get this episode out before that stream. I don't know if we'll stream that stream. Something will happen.
Writer week?
I'm not saying that because I have plans. It's because I don't know. Something will happen.
Oh, dude, we didn't even go through what banner's gonna happen later.
Oh, wait, we actually know what banners are gonna happen?
Yeah, it's on the website already. It's writers, casters, and I don't remember. Writers, caster, was it Moon Cancer? I don't remember. Avenger. Oh, okay.
Writers, casters, and Avengers.
I mean caster, if you don't... Dude, who the fuck still doesn't have Castoria? Come on.
Is it... Okay, when you say, is it like half of writers or half of casters? Or does it have that said? Because they
haven't said. They haven't given the breakdown.
Okay. In that case, yeah, that's the end of that news. But yeah, that can also just be the end of the episode. We did it, guys. We made it through another episode.
Oh my god. Now my question is, should I roll MP5 caster Scotty?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for stopping me.
Yeah, this is what you pay me for.
What else though? Should I roll for MP5 Constantine?
No.
I'm only 2 off, dude.
See, if you ask me questions like this and you actually listen to me, I'll save you so much money.
Okay, Ryou, should I roll MP5 Constantine? I'm 2 off.
Yes, you should.
All right, well.
Unfortunate. Actually, MP5 Constantine or Rhaenys.
Well, if you
I don't know which one's better.
If you average it out, you get 0.5, which like depending on where you are, sometimes that 0.5 rounds down to 1, not 0. I mean, yeah.
I actually really don't want to pull because Constantine 1 MP level is 2.5% buster up.
Oh gosh, I have him at MP2. I don't know if I want to.
That is so bad. No, it's so bad. 1 MP level gives you 2.5% more buster up. It's actually so bad. Even if you triple stack it, that's 7% buster up more. Did you get MP5 Himiko? Oh fuck, I didn't.
Do you need Himiko still?
Maybe.
And besides, even if you get her NP5, it doesn't matter unless you get her NP5 a second time. And have her at, like, level 1.
You've already bricked her con. No, that's untrue, though. I have not... Because here's the thing with Koyan Dark. She can't really afford... Most of the time, she can't afford to run both Himiko and Van Gogh. Because, like, you're giving up on too many cards. Like, Van Gogh can use her MP multiple times already. Like, it's very difficult to justify using another card-based buffer outside of Van Gogh. So, I mean, there was one script that uses Himiko, but then you could cut her from the script, actually, to do a 4-man. So, like, I don't actually think there was any major Koyan Dark scripts that requires Himiko in recent memory. So, I think I probably don't actually need Himiko. I think Van Gogh's just too strong. Like, I could just get hard carried by Van Gogh.
Van Gogh is too good. Like, Van Gogh's used even on non-existence outside the domain. Because, like, she's still, what is it, targetable 30 attack. Her MP gives, like, 30 to 50 attack, depending on overcharge.
Yeah, and Koyan Dark can put overcharge on her as well.
Defense down as well. So, like, she's a lot of damage. It's kind of crazy how good Van Gogh is.
The only problem is I hit crit cap. Actually, because 2 Van Gogh MPs 400% crit for Koyan Dark.
I have had that problem where, even without existence outside the domain, I had a run I was testing, and I was like, oh, I'm hitting crit cap. I'm like, I gotta cut some. So I was like, oh, I guess I cut Merlin because I don't need the hero creation on that turn.
Yeah. I mean, I still use Merlin just because of attack up and buster up, but I did do something yesterday. I level 100 limited 0 over.
I've had that for level 100 for a while.
Oh really? Because that was actually used in certain stuff. It was immediately useful for the run I did, so that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.